Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria. How are you guys doing today? We're going to start with you, Destiny. Are you ready for the election to be delayed?
Great. It's not going to be delayed. I've lost like 2 bets in a row. Impossible to lose bets against a dumbass friend of mine, and he's been right.
You bet him
everyone.
again?
Well, we bet a long time ago whether or not Trump would delay the election. I said, "There's no way. It's not." I think I even gave him like 5-1 or 10-1. It's like there's just not going to happen. Historically, it's so unprecedented. But no, I still don't think it will. There's no way. There's no way it will.
There's no way.
There's no way.
No, Mitch McConnell's pushing back against it, and without him, Trump.
Oh, is McConnell pushing? Okay, thank God. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, right? Thank God, McConnell.
Thank God, McConnell, the savior of our democracy. that patriotic American man. All right.
Nick.
Are they talking about banning it, like delaying it for coronavirus? Is that?
He tweeted about it today. Yeah.
Basically, Trump is spreading this rumor that mail-in voting, even though so many Republicans, him included, have done it before. I always fuck this overlay up. Yeah, he's claiming that the mail-in ballots are going to mess everything up. Wait, Nick, can you turn your camera off?
Yes, we know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Even though
I
there are
don't know.
like 6 states that already do mail-in voting for everyone all the time.
Yeah. Mouton, please don't mess this up again in the future. Thank you. Okay, so.
I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Are you serious? Oh, God, he's going to go beat the dog. Nick, what are you up to?
Made some good food just now. Smoked chipotle chicken tacos.
Oh my God, I love
jalapeno
Chipotle.
salsa. Yeah, man, it's good shit.
Why don't you ever do cooking streams? I always see you post pictures on Twitter of you like cooking a lot of crazy dishes and shit.
Well, I kind of thought about that, but then how do you even go about doing that? I'd need like a real camera, wouldn't I? That I could.
Just get like a lap. Do you have a laptop?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a laptop. Hook a webcam into it. Set it up. Go to your kitchen.
Yeah. USB
Maybe.
webcam.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be quite
Logitech.
fun.
C930. C920.
Yeah, I mean, I've got something Logitech. What else have I been doing last week? I've been playing this board game called... I know I've talked about Twilight Imperium 4, but this is a different board game with a similar name called Twilight Struggle. It's like a 1v1. Like, it's like about the Cold War. One of you plays the US. One of you plays the USSR. And you have to, like, basically fight for influence across the world. 2 countries. I don't know. Really good, though.
Sounds pretty sweet.
It is, yeah. Playing that online. Realised that it's on Steam, so I've been, like, getting into that.
Board games on Steam. How weird.
Yeah.
Weird. What'd you get to eat, Mr. Mouton?
We ordered Domino's today.
Uh-oh. Chat's going to get you for that one.
Fuck them.
All right. Cool. Well,
What's on your pizza?
Black olives and pepperoni. And
What?
patties.
What?
There's nothing wrong
What was
with
that
pepperoni.
last one?
Nothing wrong with pepperoni. Black
Wait,
olives.
what was
Black olives and pepperoni?
did you say
Yes, it was me
cashews?
that I was shitting on pepperoni. Huh?
Why would you get the worst 2 toppings?
What are you talking about, Steve?
Black olives are
pepperoni worst topping. What are you talking about?
Pepperoni is such a garbage pizza topping.
Mate.
It's so bad. Like,
Quintessential.
anytime you
What are
bite
talking
into it, it rips, like, half the cheese off, and then it gets in your face, and it's scalding hot, and it's just... Pepperoni is like a thin piece of already nut. Why not just get a bigger sausage? Pepperoni is really good when you're
She said.
12 years old.
So, the best pizza topping, I don't know if you even have it over there, it's called Induja, which is like this soft Italian sausage. It's like super soft.
Sounds good.
It's like, mate.
That does
it's the
sound
best.
good.
And you don't have any of this, like you were just talking about, right? Because it doesn't, it just, it's like, oh, N-D-U-J-A.
Yeah, I'm
You see
looking
it,
it up right
get
now.
it.
Okay.
That's the shit. It's all over the place in the UK at the moment. I've like never heard of it, but then the last sort of 2 years, it's everywhere.
This is what you get when you conquer the world, everybody. Delicious foods from all over brought to you.
Yeah. Well, I should probably just take advantage of living in Europe, getting closer to Italy and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we get to be closer to Mexico, so.
True.
It's true. It's worth it.
Yep.
Anyway, where we last left off, you guys were in a tomb. You had just completed a challenge of faith, and a door had opened. The apparition of the woman reappears before you. But before we really hop into game, is there anything else we need to go over? Anything anyone needs to recap or remember or have a question about?
I think, didn't the lady congratulate us because we figured this trial out in a record time, I think she said?
Yeah, I think so.
That must be the hallucination that you're viewing.
Oh, okay.
How
Altogether.
how long have we been in the tomb so far? Like an hour?
A couple hours.
A couple hours? Okay. You can come as
That's
a
the middle of the day, I believe. Outside, inside it's sort of lit but cool and dark.
Yeah.
Dim. Not a lot of wind moving around here. The cold stone walls that are buried deep underground keep the temperature nice and cool. You would be easy to mistake this area for, for a nighttime environment.
So is there like any fanfare when the door opens and the puzzle completes, or do we just
It just
look
sort of
over our shoulder when it's open?
like grinds stone on stone and slides open,
Oh, look,
and the woman materializes.
We did it.
Congratulations.
I told you I was
Finishing
right.
the trial of faith.
On to the next.
Thank you. It was no big deal. It was easy, actually.
Yeah, it was quite straightforward. I would have thought you'd have got it quicker, actually, brother, being a cleric, but
Well,
we won't dwell on it.
Guess you weren't the
Yeah.
only one slacking off in school, huh?
Yeah, at least I own up to it.
will you be following us to the next one? I asked the apparition, I guess.
I will meet you at the one beyond. Your next trial is one of valor and courage. The room beyond contains a single door and a monster. You cannot open the door if the monster dies.
You cannot open the door if the monster dies.
We won't kill it then.
Just gonna sneak past it, or
Just knock it out.
I guess it'll depend on the monster and the size of the room, the conditions that we enter in.
It is important to learn that not every battle must be met with death. Some can be met with other methods, or simply the courage to stand and take blow after blow. But of course, how you go about things is up to you. And with that, she sort of dematerializes.
I'll walk for the door, I guess.
Draw my sword.
Yep.
Maybe I should enter this one first.
That would make sense.
yeah, I might make use of this new spell of mine and just walk past it.
I don't think we should use any spells for this. It is a trial of courage after all.
Okay, if it starts wailing on me, though, I'm not gonna stand around and die.
Of course, we're not going to
Yeah.
stand around and die, but I'm pretty sure the courageous part is an important part of this trial, Limerick.
Let's let it hit us for a while, and then I can always heal us through it, hopefully.
Sure.
Okay,
I'll
all
open
right,
the
yeah.
door. What's next?
All right, you see the room before you. It is maybe 20 feet across, 20 feet deep, with a little recess at the far end where another door would be, and a little recess on your end where the door would be. But without poking your head all the way in, you don't see any monsters. If there are any, they must be tucked into the corners, just around the edge.
Yeah, I'm going to open the door
form-
fully and look into the room.
All right, you step through the recess into the room, and it looks plain and empty.
Is it fairly dark? Or is there candles?
No, it's lit with magical lighting. It's just sort of pleasantly dimly lit.
Well, come on, brother. You're supposed to be the courageous one.
Okay, well, if I start getting attacked by something, make sure to walk swiftly through. We don't want to be here for longer than we need be.
Yeah, we could run.
Ceiling?
No, it's not.
Anything? You said 20 by 20.
Ceiling is 20 by 20. Ceiling's nice and flat, about 15 feet up.
Mhm.
No distinguishing marks of any kind.
Okay.
Is there anything like to hide behind or anything like that? Is there any
It
like?
is completely open with no cover.
There's no dark crevices or anything like that that the giant spiders could be hiding in.
Nope.
All right, sword drawn.
Um,
Yeah, I think we just step
okay.
forward.
Wait,
What?
what if we like throw a rock through the room? See if there's something invisible in the middle.
I mean,
We
I
can be
imagine.
courageous. Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just walk. We'll see what happens.
Okay, eldest first.
I will say that as I walk,
Mm-hmm.
we must have sheaths for our swords. How does that work?
Sheath hangs at your side.
Okay. Can I use my sheath to poke the floor in front of me as I walk? I don't want to just fall into some dumb pit.
Yeah, you'll have to. So your sword usually hangs on a separate belt from like the belt that would hold your pants up.
Okay.
And so the sheath gets like looped through, or the belt gets looped through the sheath. So you could take off your sword belt so that you could poke with your sheath if you wanted to. And the only problem would be if you had to like flee the dungeon and had to drop your sheath, you might leave it behind. So unless you think that's going to be a problem, it should be fine.
Okay, I'll just poke my
unbuckle
sword for
your
it. It
sword
just
belt.
feels lame to like poke this floor with my sword all the time.
Yeah, because it's gonna fuck up the tip of your sword if you keep poking rock with it forever.
Well, and it'll make an annoying noise, and it just is not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like steel on stone. It's gonna scrape like nails on a chalkboard. It's gonna be awful.
Get a walking stick.
Is there like anything broken here? Like, would there be like a stone on the ground, like a broken piece of whatever that I could roll forward on the floor?
Nice, smooth, even stonework filled with still thick grout. You know.
Okay, I'll remove my bow and I'll use the bow to kind of like poke forward on the floor with my sword drawn. Okay.
No problem. Yep, you can tap your way across the room until you reach the door on the other side.
I take a step in front of Anton, so I'm in the middle of the two of them.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I test the handle on the door. Does it seem to open?
It doesn't, but as you test it, the door behind you, the door that you entered into this room, closes. And sort of appearing out of nowhere, as if it was affected by an invisibility spell that is disappearing from it, appears a very large, angry troll.
Oh shit.
You know, trolls don't die, they regenerate.
We're just gonna have to regenerate through its blows, I guess.
Okay, as the troll starts appearing, I say, Tyrael, open the door, come on!
The door seems to not be moving. I think we have something else we must do in this room first.
What else is there to do? There's a troll, hurry up!
I turn around and I guess raise my sword and sheath my bow, or whatever, my bow. I don't know.
Sling your bow over your shoulder.
Sling my bow over my shoulder.
Yep, grab your sword, and let's roll initiative.
Can you declare non-lethal damage in 2E? What are the mechanics of that?
You need a weapon that is capable of inflicting less damage. Like a sword, you could turn flat. You couldn't like change a mace or a hammer or something like that. And then there's a penalty to hit, and then half the damage is real and half the damage is temporary.
Gotcha.
If we knock it down, it won't die. We'd have to burn it to kill it.
Thinking real quick, would I know if trolls are inherently evil creatures?
They're generally considered evil by all people. You know, even if they're just sort of like, it's in my nature just to eat things, and I don't have like an evil ethos and mentality. Their day-to-day existence is a menace to all creatures, and they're generally considered evil.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil. On myself, I guess.
I guess I'll be... we're rolling initiative then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll probably be looking to move forward and attack.
Okay.
It's too bright to cast Reveal Doors in this room right now.
It is sort of dimly lit. What does the Reveal Doors spell say about dim lighting?
Oh yeah.
Or about lighting at all?
Print it, can't I? Dim light whose colour matches the sun. Too dim to be noticed in bright light, and even in dim light can be difficult to distinguish.
Right, so in dim light, it'll be difficult to distinguish.
Did anything else in the room change when the troll appeared?
No.
Okay.
Just sort of materialized.
Alright, well, fine. For now, I'll shoot it with my bow.
Okay.
Since I have Protection from Evil cast and I go first, I'm gonna attempt to stand in front of my allies and just, like, be a shield.
Perfect.
I don't think that the troll can attack me, but we'll see.
Okay, and Imric, what were you casting? Or what were you
Just
doing?
shooting it. I'm just gonna shoot it.
Give me initiative.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So Anton goes first. He throws up a protection from evil spell, which you did put in chat already.
Yep. Perfect. And I was the person in the front.
Right.
Because we clarified where we were, so I didn't move in the caster.
Right. Perfect. Okay, and the troll goes. We'll attempt to attack you. But I think the protection of evil spell is going to get in the way. Protection. Attacks made by evil creatures or evilly enchanted creatures against the protected creature are at -2 on attack roll. Saving throws are made at +2. None of that. Spells prevent bodily contact of creatures of an extraplanar or conjured nature. This causes the weapon attack of such creatures to fail and recoil. So these are not extraplanar or conjured. So he'll just be attacking at -2 to hit.
-2. Okay.
Good luck.
Troll will make 3 attacks at you. The first is a 19.
That will not hit.
Nice.
Then we get a 6 and a 7.
Nice.
So the troll makes 2 claw attacks at you. One of them comes close. The other one will go wildly over your head, and then the bite is nowhere near you as you duck and roll to the side, putting your shield between him and you. Tyrael goes next.
If I understand this correctly, if I were to move around to the back and attack it, Anton would get an opportunity attack, correct?
No. If the troll turned to face you, Anton would get an opportunity attack. If you just get to its back, you get a +2 to hit.
Oh, we don't assume automatically that it's turning to face me?
Correct.
Okay. All right, in that case, I'll circle around to its back.
It does not turn to face you.
All right, I will attack it 1 time. This is about 37 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you have hundreds of feet of movement, essentially, so
Yeah.
Anywhere you want in the room.
Oh, wait. This
18 will strike the troll.
Is this a large creature?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Does that make my 2 hit easier, or?
No.
Okay,
your
just my damage. Okay.
Yeah.
18.
So you'll do... Yeah, 18's a hit, not a crit. And you will hit the troll for 10 points of damage.
Since I'm going last in initiative order, can I change my action? Or is it too late?
You were going to bow shot, right? What do you want to change it to?
Cast a spell?
No, not to cast
Okay.
a spell. Some other physical action would be okay.
No, I'll just shoot my bow then.
Roll that troll HP.
After I make this attack, can I move behind Anton again?
That would provoke an attack of opportunity from the troll.
That would.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
interesting.
you'd be leaving its threat range.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you hit the troll for 10. A nice grievous wound to its backside. It roars in pain while Emmerich takes his turn.
19.
Critical hit against the troll. Wait,
That's
nope,
7
sorry.
damage.
Barely off.
One
Just a
damage.
regular hit. 1 point.
Second attack?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14's a hit. Nope, sorry, I'm mixing up my AC numbers. 16 AC. 16
Damn it.
AC. Sorry, Nick.
1 damage.
1 damage. 2
Could have been
bow shots.
15. Instead it was 1.
I'm so sorry.
Alright.
AC 4, so I was thinking 14, but it's inverted. Yeah. And we roll initiative for the next round. No one appears, no one says anything. It's just you guys and the troll that you are decidedly killing.
If I want to back off and move behind Anton, can I take an action similar to a disengage or like a careful back off?
Yes.
Or how does that?
It's
okay.
called a withdraw. It's it takes a move essentially. So you can withdraw and then you can take a move action again, or you can withdraw and then chill.
Okay.
You move about 1/3 your distance when you withdraw.
Gotcha. So I would like to withdraw. If I attack the next turn, do I get 2 attacks with my Warblade since it's 1.5?
Only
or...
if you make an attack this time.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be continual.
Gotcha. All right, I'll
Chain.
take that withdraw. What do I roll for initiative for that?
+3.
So 1d10 plus 3.
Yes, sir.
What would it be
Nice
to take
roll.
like a block action or a dodge?
That's a full parry. You
Yeah.
just roll a d10. No modifier.
No, it
And
just go from the start of the round. If you do that.
Yeah, you should be parrying the whole round, right?
I think so.
You should be, right. I think there's some clause in there, like if you have the initiative, you can get it off. Maybe I am thinking of a different thing. I thought there was a line in there that said, provided that you have initiative, you can blah, 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 blah. But I might be thinking of tumble? No.
It might be tumbling because you have to, I think, have the initiative to get the +4. I don't remember.
Yeah. Turning magic, paralysis, escape from death, death from magic, massive damage. Poison. Initiative. Movement, charging, retreating, overbearing, non-lethal, parrying. During 1 minute combat round, each character is assumed to block many attempted attacks and make many of his own and see many of his own attacks blocked. In normal combat, characters parry all the time. There's no need to single out each parry. When a character deliberately chooses not to parry, a wizard casting a spell, for instance, his chance of being hit increases. Thus, choosing to parry in and of itself is not a separate option under the AD&D game rules. At the same time, the assumption is that characters in combat are constantly exposing them to some level of risk, trying to get a clear view of a target, or looking for an opening to make an attack. There are times, however, when this is not the case. Sometimes the only thing a character wants to do is avoid being hit. That's what we're talking about here. In order to make himself harder to hit, a character can parry, forfeit all actions in the round. He can't attack, move, or cast spells. This frees the character to concentrate solely on defense. At this point, all characters but warriors gain an AC bonus to half their level. Thus, a 6th level wizard would have a +3 bonus to his AC. A warrior gets a bonus equal to half his level +1. So a 6th level fighter would gain a +4 bonus to AC. Note that the benefit is not a perfect all-around defense. It's not effective against rear or missile attacks. It only applies to characters attacking the defender with frontal melee attacks. The optional defense has no effect against magical attacks, so it wouldn't do anything to protect the character from fireball or lightning bolt.
So am I getting +4 to AC since half fighter or half cleric
half
levels 2?
What's half your warrior level?
It would be 1 and then +1.
Yeah, so you can use either formula. You can use half your cleric level, or you could use half your fighter level +1.
Okay,
and in this
cool.
case, they're going to be the same.
Same, so I should be at 22 AC then.
Perfect. So,
Nice.
Anton defends. Imric?
Okay, wait, so then just clarifying that then, so if I would take a parry instead, I would gain, what was it for warriors? You said everything except warriors gets half their warrior level, but...
+1. So what's
half
your
the
thief
warrior...
level?
Your thief level is just going to be half your thief level, and your warrior level is going to be half your thief +1.
If your warrior +1.
Sorry, half your warrior +1, yes.
So if I were to take a parry, my AC would be...
2.
+2.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be 23 AC from the front.
Yeah.
Can I do that instead of withdrawing?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'll take the parry
Right, there was
action.
nothing there about initiative, so you can just declare that right away.
Okay, declared. Gotcha.
Okay, you are both parrying. Imric?
All right, I cast Detect Magic.
Well, the doors are both magical. Well, I guess you can only scan like a 60-degree arc in a round. So one of the doors is magical. Who knows about the other one? And the troll is definitely magical. I think
Can I
you get the
attempt
intensity.
to disbelieve the troll?
Yeah, give me a saving throw versus spell.
Failed.
Okay. It's a very real troll.
Is it though?
I think you've been drinking too much if you think everything's an illusion.
But it's magical, and it's attacking him
Yeah.
with Detect Evil, so it's not summoned.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why would it be magical if it's not summoned?
These are good questions. But you are in a tomb that has trials and is filled with magic, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep scanning. I'm gonna keep scanning the room.
Okay.
I try
so you
to
can
look for
scan
like a
your
switch
60
or
degree
something like that. And now that Tyrael's moved away from the door, I'll go up to the door myself and try and open it as well.
Okay.
Wait, hang on.
You
How can I not
Yeah.
scan the whole room?
detect magic allows you to scan a 60-degree arc at a time, I believe. right?
I mean,
it's a
what?
10
I
foot
can run
wide.
hundreds of yards, but I can't spin
Well,
around.
because I think it's like a slow scan, right? You can't just like
Okay.
gaze around. Like it's a concentration that you have to like slowly turn through an area. And you can do about
Yeah,
60
it does
degrees
say
in a
that.
minute.
It does say that. All right, so I'm looking on the walls for like switches. I try the door as well. I try and disbelieve the troll.
Yes, you scan through the room as much as you can. You see nothing. Quickly moving over to the doorway, grabbing the handle, giving it a twistaroo, and nothing happens. But you will notice while you're at the door, there is a fairly normal lock on it. The door seems to be fairly ordinary wood. No extra metal bindings on it or anything like that.
Okay.
And that is your turn. And the troll will go, and he will attack our boy Anton. 3 more times. 1, 2. We'll use the pink die for the teeth.
Good.
Oh, and it paid off. So I'm assuming the 8 doesn't hit you, but the natural 20 modified 25 and the
Yes.
natural 17 modified 22.
Yeah.
I think the 25 doesn't even crit.
No, no crits.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of damage.
So the troll will sink his teeth into you.
You might be in trouble.
He will sink his teeth into you for 8 points of damage. Yep. And will claw you for another 8.
I am down.
Right. Anton is unconscious and bleeding to death.
Oh, good. The healer.
And now we go to the next round of initiative. So, here's your time to sort your shit out. 'Cause there's not a lot of more room for mistakes here. How the hell are you getting out of this room?
I believe I can wrestle, right? To restrain a creature?
Yeah. Toads.
I don't know what initiative I would roll for this.
3. You're gonna wrestle the troll. Nick, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to keep scanning the room. I'm going to attempt to disbelieve the troll again, and I'm going to circle around the fight and try the other door.
Okay. And poor Anton is slowly gonna bleed.
Rip.
Wrestling section.
Yep.
So tell me what your objective in this wrestling is to what?
To just restrain the creature so that it can't make any more attacks or can't do anything, at least to kill Anton. I mean, I see him knock over my little brother, and just attacking him wouldn't be enough to kill him. So the goal is to restrain the creature from making any
Right.
more attacks.
Yeah, because he like gives a claw across Anton's chest, sending little bits of armor flying, and then like bites him in the shoulder and starts bleeding all over the place, and Anton hits the ground. I can see why you might want to intervene.
Have you been counting the protect from evil, Koibu?
Yeah,
plus
his
7, you
attack
said.
is only at +5 instead of +7.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How hard are we doing this? I'm looking at table 58. Do I need to declare like the type of wrestling move, like arm
No,
lock?
whatever the
Okay.
die roll is that succeeds. So if you roll like a 16 +5, then you'd look at a 16 and you do a glancing blow or an elbow smash.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hell,
So let's do it. Do you want to punch or wrestle?
Probably wrestle. So my goal is to restrain. So
Yeah.
Call him a jabroni for a +1.
Did we roll initiative, Imric? Yes, we did.
Yes.
All right, so let's resolve. Tyrael goes first. You hop onto the troll's back, throwing your weapon to the ground or sheathing it before you do so in an attempt to wrestle the beast. Make me an attack roll against him. No bonus for specialization, so just your level and your positioning. Your level 3 fighter, so that's +2 to hit, +2 for back attack is a total of +5. If you can think of any other bonuses, now's the time to call for them.
I mean, back attack. Would I have any others? I don't think so, right?
I can't think of any others, no.
He's not
But
expecting
sometimes
to be
players
rustled.
lawyer.
Well, he doesn't have Anton restrained or anything, right? He's not like currently he's not sinking his teeth into him like currently, or has him held down currently or anything.
Yeah, he like ripped open Anton's shoulder. He's about to leap on Anton and like rip out his throat with his teeth.
Sure. I mean, the only additional thing I can think of is if he's distracted trying to kill Anton, then any bonus that would confer. But I don't know if that's covered under a back attack or not.
No, yeah, it's already sort of in the general combat
Mm-hmm.
notions. So make me an attack roll.
What am I rolling? Just 1d20 plus?
D20 plus 5.
1d20 plus 5.
Yep.
Wait, he doesn't get an opportunity attack if I back away from him, does he? If his back is turned to me?
I guess right now he is not threatening you. Right now you could probably back off. He's very focused on Anton. He's
Sure.
very...
Okay, would I have the ability...
You could
I have a
leave your
lot of
brother to
movement,
die.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much movement.
Okay, wait.
Anywhere in the room you want
How
to
far
go.
am I from the door to the front of the room?
Like 15 feet, 10 feet.
Okay. Could
You
I
could easily
back
get
off
there.
to that door?
Uh-huh.
Can I use my Cloak of the Cheetah to, like, charge into him at, like, a very high speed and try for a grapple to, like, basically pull him off of him and move at an incredibly quick
Whoa.
speed?
You want to... You can get a +2 if you charge, and with the Cloak of the Cheetah, you can get a charge in a space that normally wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
So that'll increase your attack to +7.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll back off to the door, activate my Cloak of the Cheetah, then throw myself at the troll. Okay, 1d20 plus 7?
Bum rush the troll, yeah. 11.
You only need 10 though, maybe.
I think with wrestling you still need to hit their AC, don't you?
I don't know. It's like a grapple, right? Why would you?
I would assume.
I rolled a 4.
The normal armor class that the target is used. If a character is attempting to wrestle in armor, there's modifiers. Oh, there's modifiers for... What's your armor type?
I don't know what we're considering it. Chain, ring, and
You got
scale
plate
mail?
mail and chain limbs, right? Yeah. You got plate and chain, so we'll average the 2, so we'll call it penalty of 3.
Yeah, just fuck him up.
Well, it's not going to hit them with a penalty of 3.
Yeah, it's still not going to hit. So you like throw yourself at the troll, grab onto him, start trying to get yourself in a position to like strangle him or pull his shoulder back. But the troll is inhumanly strong and just shrugs you off with one shoulder, sending you tumbling to the ground. You get back up and try and, the wrestling is a whole round long attempt. And the troll just kind of keeps coming for Anton. You keep pulling him off of him, and he keeps tossing you off and then going back towards Anton. And during this struggle is when Imric takes his turn.
All right, I
You
look really
scan
hard at the troll.
60 degrees.
Yeah, I try and disbelieve the troll as well. Again.
Okay, so if you're going to disbelieve the troll, you're not going to be scanning, right? Because I think disbelieving is an action to try and, like, especially if you've already tried and failed once before, to, like, really not believe the troll's there, that's an action.
Okay, do you know what the big brain play is, though?
Let's hear it.
Is that if I think this thing is an illusion, whether I can see through it or not, if Anton is unconscious, can he really be hurt by an illusion? Because he's not perceiving it himself.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to ponder philosophy for a moment. I scan the room and I'm going to run behind and try this other side of this other door over here.
Okay,
Well, I
so
scan
what
for
part
magic
of-
first.
Yeah.
I'm
I
at
assumed
this
last
end.
time...
So a 60-degree arc will see most of the room now. Surely.
No. So you've scanned one 60-degree arc, right? From here and, like, down here, yeah? That's what? This is maybe, like, 60 degrees. And now you go to the other side of the room, and you're going to scan, like, across and up?
I'm
Yeah,
not.
okay, so then you'll have scanned, like, everything
Okay.
except for this corner and this corner.
I guess I'm a little bit like if I'm standing here, right, and I draw a 60-degree arc. Where's the line? That's gonna see most of the room. Yeah, like that. That's most of the room.
Yeah.
So if I've
Oh,
not seen
okay,
anything.
so yeah. So you've scanned 60 degree this way last round, and now you're going to the other side of the room and scanning the other 60 degree.
So I didn't see anything in like the two far corners.
Nope.
Okay, so I go through the
No
side of the
magic
room.
of any kind.
I'm gonna try and open the other door.
The other door is locked. The door over here is non-magical.
This door's not magical.
Yeah, the door
we
that you're
came-
standing at. Yeah, the door that I told you last round that they're both magical, but then it was yes, I was fucking with you. This door is a normal, ordinary, non-magical door.
Which is the one we came through, the non-magical one?
No, you came through the one that is magically closed. The one in front of you that you are going towards is non-magical.
But originally I was at the door on the other side of the room. Right,
So
we come in the door. We walk to
came
the
in
other
from
side
the
of the
left
room.
side of the room. Yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah.
came in, went to this side of the room. The battle started. You were all facing the troll. You scanned, and you scanned that direction first.
And this door, so...
So the door that you're heading towards now is non-magical,
Okay, yes.
but the door that from which you've come is magical.
So we'll try and open the non-magical door.
It's locked.
It's locked. Yeah. You
No, try
and
this.
Tyrael both tried to open it already.
No, Tyrael didn't try and open the door, he just ran to it.
Yes, he
Okay,
did.
I-
He
I-
opened-
I
when he
tested
tried
the
to open
handle.
it,
I
my
said I
troll
tested the
appeared.
handle and it didn't work. Yeah.
Okay, go back to the other door and try that as well.
She's running.
Your character is presently at the non-magical door that is the exit, not the entrance to the room.
Well, no, because the troll came in through the entrance. So
No, the troll appeared in the middle of the room. The troll didn't come through any entrance. He
Just disbelieve
appeared
the
as if
door,
it was
Nick.
invisible.
I'm mildly confused. I tried
Okay,
both doors this round.
Yes, you can attempt both doors this round.
Yes,
Yes,
they are both locked.
yes.
The one we were standing at is magical.
No,
door
the one that we
through
came
which
in
you
is magical. The one that you're at trying to leave is not magical. It's just fucking locked.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that sounds like I'll take my whole turn, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you know, Emmerich been drinking. He's a little confused. I'm gonna bring us to
it's a little
maybe
bit
a.
confusing.
You're gonna have to tell me about this when I wake up. If I wake
Oh,
up,
okay.
Tyrael, like I'm gonna need to know. Then Emmerich just started fucking running to the doors and like trying them.
They're all locked. Every single one of them.
All right, so the troll's something like this. Anton's on the ground. Tyrael's over here,
Yeah.
and Emmerich is running back and forth. So the party.
We have some letters here, right? So this is the entrance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the exit. Yes.
Yeah, they're both E's.
And we were stood at the exit.
When you stood at the exit and tried the doors, when the troll appeared,
Yes.
and so you were on that side, so you scanned the entrance door.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
But they're both. Just for clarification,
This one's magical over here.
the entrance door is
But-
magic.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I'm going to give you like a little magic circle to put around that door so that no one's confused.
I put M and an NM for non-magic and magic.
Well,
Does that help?
that clears it up. Yeah.
That's very wise.
I'll put a T for a troll here.
All right.
Good job, Koibu. Disbelieve the door, Nick. It'll work.
I can't disbelieve it.
We're all in disbelief right
You
now. Don't worry.
disbelieve your-
All right.
All right. Cool.
Do I take
the
a bleed?
troll will take. Yeah, you will bleed. The troll will take his turn. So he was going after Anton, but Tyrael's here, climbing on his back, trying to pull him off, and the troll's spending all round fighting Tyrael. So he turns around and just pounces on Tyrael, trying to get rid of this guy so he can enjoy his meal in peace. So 3 attacks against Tyrael.
Jesus.
You have no protection from evil spell on.
Don't need
What
it.
is your AC?
21.
Ooh, okay.
This is
So
horrifying.
Yeah,
You have to be courageous.
the
I'm
18
trying.
is a miss. The 23 is a hit
Lucky.
No.
for 5 points of damage, and the 16 is a miss.
Oh.
Okay. Now you bleed. first blood they regenerate. Okay, so this has been 1 round after first blood for him. Next round, let's roll initiative. And tell me what you're doing.
Do I roll in or?
Yeah, just a flat D10 for when you bleed. When he hits -10, he's dead. Right now, he's at -3.
Okay.
We got time.
Emric, you need to help our brother. I will probably try to wrestle once more. That Cloak of the Cheetah is only activatable, isn't it, like once every 30 minutes or something? Or I should have written this down.
It's once every short rest.
Oh, allows you to move 3 times movement speed once every half hour, correct? So
there you go. So good attempt. Sad it didn't work out this time. Because that was a cool idea.
I have a healing potion.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to shove it up my ass.
Oh, I was thinking for me to drink it.
Okay,
Well, because Koibu's previously ruled that we can't drink to the
You cannot.
unconscious. Yeah.
Yes, you cannot feed him to the unconscious.
Through normal means.
I think we ruled all rectal stuff was.
He's afraid of the potion enema, but he's never tried.
We're not going to potion enema, guys. That's not the world we want to live in. Don't militarize the space. Don't shove things up people's
world.
asses while they're unconscious.
Boys will be boys.
I will take a. If the creature is on me, then I will take a full parry. If I feel confident that he's like that, I have his attention.
Can you take a tumbling?
Yeah.
I have tumbling as a proficiency, but I don't know what that means for combat. I don't know
You
what I
get
can.
4 AC if you declare tumbling, which is better
Yeah.
than 2. I couldn't do
So-
it because I'm medium encumbered.
At this point in time, if you take a tumbling defensive action, it's different than the parry. It'll give you an AC bonus of 4, so that's going to be useful for you until your fighter hits level 8.
And I get the +4. Yeah. Then obviously
Yeah.
I would tumble as well.
Yeah.
Then. Screw it. Yeah. I'll take
However,
the
there could be a
tumbling.
downside to it. You might only be able to start tumbling when you are rolled into the initiative. I don't know if that's true though.
Oh, do you have to roll
Ooh, that's
tumbling
a
into the
great-
initiative?
Let's find.
Is this
let me
even in the
check
handbook?
Thing. Yeah. If it'll be in the proficiency section.
Okay.
That's a great point, MrMouton.
Got you, Koibu.
Well, actually, you're
Fair.
getting me right now. You're killing me. Thanks.
Well, I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't fuck you because he might have remembered it and then he'd been like, "You can't use tumbling because you haven't rolled yet or you haven't gone yet."
Yeah. Yep. So you need to win AC with tumbling. So you'll roll a D10 plus 0. And then if the troll beats you, then he makes his attack before you get your tumbling off.
Which means it would go into my normal AC, right?
Yeah. So it's a little bit more risky to tumble, but it's a higher reward.
He used to let me
And for
tumble and parry at
reference,
the
since
same
we're all-
time.
No.
Parry. Did parry just give me a flat +2? Did we say that?
Flat +2, tumbling
Yeah.
gives you a flat +4.
It seems this guy's rolling really well. I'm not rolling too well. It seems like I'll take a +2. I think I'll go with the parry.
All right. And Imric, you are.
Yeah, rolled.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna try and disbelieve this roll.
All right.
I mean, what else is there to do? Well, the only other option is we kill it and then
You
Tyrael
color
picks
spray
the-
him.
That's not going to work. Tyrael picks the lock whilst it regenerates. That's
I
the only
can't
other
kill it.
option.
This is a trial of courage, not a
Courage.
trial of pick, lock, or hide, or whatever, right? I imagine we have to display some level of courage against the creature. That would be my guess for something called the trial
yeah.
of courage.
And by that you mean stand and fight until we all die.
So, well, hopefully we won't die, I guess. See if your faith is misplaced.
So you're resting your entire theory on the fact that, like, maybe you just have to stand here for a while?
Yeah, I think that
Possibly.
seems more stupid than trying to disbelieve it.
Just try to disbelieve it.
I am going to
Try to disbelieve it, yeah. Don't let
I
me
am.
dictate.
Okay. The troll roll initiative. And I guess Imric goes first. Give me that
That's-
saving throw versus spell. Tell me why you
That's
don't
Tyrael
believe
roll.
that this is a real troll.
I don't need
I
to.
already
He's
explained it.
parrying.
Perfect logic, right? Protection from evil prevents summoned creatures from attacking the person with protection from evil on. So if the troll's not summoned, but it is magical, then what other explanation is there? Because it's not invisible anymore, so it wouldn't be magical if it was invisible, because its invisibility spell would have been broken. If it's not conjured.
Yeah. If you can't think of an answer, there must be no other answer.
So yeah.
Totally get you, 100%.
I feel like
Give me that saving throw.
Just roll well.
you're trying to scare me out of it. I don't know, it seems pretty real.
It's pretty real.
Yeah.
And right, this is the deities. Like, this is the sacred tomb of a cleric. There's, like, apparitions appearing and making things appear. There's, like, a trial that is oddly very specific.
I don't know what
to
you're
what
trying to
going
imply, because
through.
if it's summoned, if it's been conjured, then it wouldn't have been able to attack him. Right? Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say.
No, I know. I'm just
You're looking at the world like there's only two options. Is it possible there's a third or a fourth or a fifth?
Yeah, no. Seems to be.
Go ahead,
Seems to
troll.
be.
Make our day.
The troll rages at you. It brings its claws and its teeth to bear. 20, a 12, and a 22?
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
Good work.
Claw, and bite. You block them aside with your sword and kind of gently push away claws with your free hand. Anton bleeds. We go into the third round of combat.
Are we killing it? I say to
this
Tyrell.
will be the
Tyrell,
fourth round of
are we
combat.
killing it?
We mustn't kill the creature. That's what our commandment was.
Okay. All right.
All right, roll initiative.
This is really the trial of stupidity to see if you're dumb enough to just let the creature wail on you until you fucking die.
I will let it wail. I parry.
That's what I was
All
trying
right.
to do, yeah.
Am I allowed to move? Oh, I can't take any movement while parrying. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. The troll will go first. It will make 3 more attacks at Tyrael. Let's see, a 21, a 14, and a 22.
No.
Boom.
Claw, bite. The heavily armored warrior is able to skillfully dodge these with his free hand.
I just took
Keep the
another.
troll at bay. You take another point of damage. You are 5 points away from deadsies. Imric.
Okay, I crouch down in front of Anton and try and bind his wounds.
All right, give me that intelligence check.
Wait, he has a medicine check, I think. He has it in his proficiency.
What are you proficient? What are your proficiencies?
Don't you have a
I
healing
do
or
have.
medicine?
I have first aid. I have
You
first
have
aid.
Yeah,
first.
That's
aid.
good to
Made one of
know.
you take it. Yes.
Woo! All right, you can prevent Anton from bleeding to death. He will be stable and okay.
I cast a questioning look at the troll's reality.
It's very fucking real. You have your hands covered up to your elbows in your brother's blood, and you're like, it can't be real. If it's not real, then this isn't real blood, but it feels so warm, and I can smell the iron in it, and like it's getting underneath my fingernails. There's no way this is not a real troll, and that this is not my brother's real blood.
Wait, real illusions can cause real damage, though, can't they? Didn't we say
That
that?
is true.
Yeah,
Yes,
That
they
is
can.
true.
can.
Yeah. That's a
It's
nonsense
usually
right
like psychological damage that someone believes something to be so much true that like they'll go into a cardiac arrest or something.
Well, but like an
Diagonal
illusion
fracture.
sword could cut a person in this world, right?
It wouldn't actually cut them, but if they believe that it cuts them, it can do real damage to them. But it's not going to like make a wound appear where there is no
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, so this is super real. Yeah.
Well, definitely
yeah,
real.
I mean, you might want to argue that like the blood is illusionary, that you're all participating in the same mass hallucination, but you're pretty fucking certain that this is,
Got it.
your brother's
Okay.
blood all over your body.
Okay.
How did the medicine check go? Did we roll it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, don't even have to roll. It's fine. Right?
Next
I don't need to
round.
roll now. Yeah, I don't need to roll.
Correct.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, so
You
he's
don't need to roll that
stabilized.
point of the proficiency.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's fine.
He's stable. Next round.
Just keep dodging.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take another parry.
Don't believe it.
Imric, it seems that your older brother is distracting the troll and keeping him busy. What are you going to do to get you guys out of this trial of courage?
Well, I've already courageously saved Anton's life.
Quite courageous.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll courageously try and smash the door open. What's the door made of? Wood.
It's just wood.
Does it look like strong wood?
It looks like a very ordinary door.
would I fired these flaming arrows before. If I fired a flaming arrow at an ordinary wooden door, do I feel like that might burn it down?
Doors are pretty hard to burn down from just one side if they're closed. You really need to get like all sides of a door. Occasionally in like burned down buildings, you'll find one room where the door was shut, and that one room is like totally fine, even though the rest of the building is just fucking gone.
What did we say? We said that other door was closed. We said that did it look locked?
Which is the
one?
other one?
See, I told you it's
The
not
one
that
going.
obvious.
What? The one going through to where we need to go.
It's
It's
not magical.
locked
It's locked.
and shut.
Yeah, it's
It's-
locked. You might be able to open it.
Is there's a locking mechanism?
There is a locking mechanism.
Do I hear like a clang as I am pairing this troll for fucking hours? Does he have a key on his belt or anything?
Ooh, that is a great idea.
Okay,
So
I'm
let's,
tripping on your webcam colors are changing a lot. I feel like I'm actually tripping now. Koibu here. Sorry.
Roll to disbelieve.
Just believe Koibu the DM. Okay. What do I need?
Yeah, you go ahead and just give me a quick perception check. Don't even roll it in or anything. Yeah, on the troll's belt, there does appear to like he's got a loincloth
So fucking
covering
smart,
him,
Steve.
and it looks like he's got a key kind of tucked very tightly into his loincloth.
All right.
Grab his other key.
I've got it. Don't worry. I've got it. Here we go.
Okay.
Because the troll will fucking kill me if I come up to it. But
What if the key is an illusion though?
all right, I cast invisibility and I go and pick the key off the troll.
You are invisible. You saunter towards the troll, who's not smart enough to get a check to see if he notices you, and I want you to give me an attack roll just to see if you can like grab it from the troll without like putting yourself in a dangerous position, because the troll's wildly flailing all over the place, and it's hard to get close to that sensitive, well-protected
Yeah,
region.
I mean,
of
I'll take a +2 for back attack.
Yeah,
Right.
you can take a +4 for being invisible.
I'll take a +4 and I'll take +2 for my fighter level.
Yeah.
And I
So
only need to
D20
roll
plus
10.
6.
19.
There you go. You swipe the key from the troll's loincloth.
Easy. I turn around and go and unlock the door.
The door unlocks and the troll vanishes.
Oh.
I told you, it's not real.
Your brother is still basically dead on the ground, bleeding all over the place.
Not bleeding. He's stabilized.
That's true. The blood has stopped in a pool of his own blood.
I move forward very quickly. Is there anything you can do for him, Emmerich?
I've stabilized him. I mean, I'm invisible, but I've stabilized him. He won't bleed to death at least, but he's going to be out for a while.
How long is a while?
Hours and days, perhaps.
Is there some way that you can arouse him for a drink of a potion?
Perhaps in an hour or two, he may awake enough to be able to drink a potion, yeah.
Do you see anything in the next room?
I'll take a peer through the door that I've opened.
The room beyond is not magically lit. It is actually quite dark. What you can see is that there is the path that you're walking along, sort of, the sides come up a little bit to maybe, I don't know, your rib cage. What is that, like 3.5, 4 feet off the ground? And there's like, it's like the ground is lifted except for the middle passageway that walks through it to the door beyond, and it is dark.
I roll a light stone into the room.
Sure. You can illuminate the room. You see chains hanging from ceilings. You see skin masks pressed against faces on the walls.
So the next room.
See a pair of linked golden rings that have been like twisted and warped by heat. You know how like railways will get twisted when it gets way too hot? These rings have been sort of warped and twisted, and the gold on them has been broken away, and you can see the rust underneath. And in some areas, the rings are actually like disintegrating and falling apart. It looks very much, well, I should just let you interpret it. Never mind. Go ahead.
So I turn back around and I say, I don't know, the next room kind of looks not so friendly.
I don't imagine any of them will be friendly in here.
Why don't we wait an hour or two?
Yeah.
We'll
I
throw
don't
some water on his face, like try and wake him up, feed him a potion.
Yeah, I don't suppose there'd be any harm in that.
What do you want me to roll, Koibu, for time out?
Be
Like time
4 hours,
sleep,
right?
I thought it was like Yeah, 1d4.
1d4 and 5e. I don't know. 2e.
Give me 120 D1 hours. You're up for 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Because you're at negative 5 HP and you get 1 back a day at best.
I'm gonna die of thirst before he wakes up.
Yeah, you're going to need to get him to some sort of medical attention out of this dungeon.
Oh,
so
there's...
before we move on to the next area, why don't we take our break?
Oh, yeah. We'll be back.
We'll come back with the next section. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria.
Thanks.
So, here you are. You've
Okay.
completed the Trial of Courage.
We each grab a leg.
No! I can drag him by his legs alone. You can move unencumbered. I will
Okay,
hoist him up on my shoulder and carry him to the next. Wait, I need it. Okay. This next room. Hallway before us, but it's raised on the left and right, up to about chest level. Above us, there are chains dangling. And we see 2 giant rings. Giant
Symbols
rings?
of Martha.
Symbols
yeah,
of Martha.
interlocked, but like corroded. And
As though by
etched with
heat.
Time.
Did you say? Or...
They're rusted, so maybe more by moisture than heat.
Oh, okay. You didn't imply heat. Okay, gotcha.
Some areas are like disintegrated and blackened.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's somebody's face that's been cut off. Hung from one
Yeah,
of
they're
these
like
chains.
embossed faces on the walls. Is embossed the right term? The ones that stick out?
Oh, okay. Like stone faces, though.
Beveled? Yeah, stone faces that
Oh,
seem to
okay.
be covered with like some sort of skin.
Oh. Well, that's not cool, is it? All right, look, I mean, Anton, I'm invisible. Sorry, Tyrael, I'm invisible, so you grab Anton, and I'll go in first.
Oh, hold on, Anton. I wouldn't trust that invisibility to protect you against any magic in here, though. But
Yeah, sure, but I mean, like, you're wounded. Anton's dying, so I'll take the lead on this one.
I am unconscious.
okay,
As
be brave.
you step into the room, invisible Imric, the apparition of the woman appears before you again and says to you, so you know, actually more looking at Tyrael. You step into the room, but she's not looking at you, Mr. Invisible Man. Says to Tyrael, in the days to come, you will face many challenges with asymmetrical situations. Not every fight will be a fair fight, and you will have to find a way to get around these problems. Teamwork, she says as she steps towards you, will be a key factor in your fate and your future. And she will brush her lips against Anton's forehead, and you will come to 1 HP. But you did drop to the negatives, so your mind has been wiped of all your spells.
Fuck you.
So that's if you drop to negatives, you lose the spells that you memorize. That is just how it goes.
Anton, you're awake.
Is she hot?
Like,
Yeah,
eyes
she's a
flutter
total
open. Is she hot?
Thank you, thank you, my queen, for bringing me back. The troll that I fought was quite a task.
Well, she will fade from view as the lights come up in the room.
Fuck! Wait, I had a
And-
question for her.
Uh-oh.
I'll call her. I'll call back. Hopefully before she's fading. Are we allowed to leave and come back?
Apparently there's not enough time to answer that question because she fades from view. The lights come up in the room. You can see that the walls are studded with spikes from place to place.
Oh,
and
no,
appearing
no.
before you is a twisted and misshapen cleric of Martha wearing full plate mail and carrying a shield in one hand, a mace in the other. You can see the armor of this creature was once probably a glittering gold color, but now it's been like cracked and worn by time, twisted by heat and the elements. The mask itself is of a person screaming, or the visor on the plate mail is of a person screaming in agony. The mace itself is twisted with like wildly shaped, twisted bands of metal that come out, like spikes, but like twisted coils of spikes. This is clearly an evil, corrupt, perverted cleric of Martha standing before you.
I chug my potion.
I
Roll
can I
initiative.
wait? Can I climb on the sides of the thing to like get above them, right? She's in this corridor in front of us. Can I climb up the wall that's ribcage height?
Yeah, we'll just delete all of the things that were in this room because it's about the same size as the next.
What is drinking something initiative? 0?
You'll have to check. There should be like a section on your character sheet, like modifiers, and there should be an initiative modifier in there for this.
Awesome.
So this yellow section is the low ground, and then there's high ground on either side.
Whoa, when it says, I'm
And
looking at
we've
our
got-
initiative modifier, action is +5. Does that actually mean -5?
Yeah, it's 1d10 plus 5.
Really?
Does that make sense?
Doesn't that sound high? Or am I crazy?
It does sound
For
very
which
high
action?
because to attack, to drink a potion, it's +5, it says. But to
Yeah.
attack, it's also like +5, I think. So like,
Attack is dependent on your weapon speed. So like your arming sword is +5. For initiative modifier.
my spear
Your
is 6.
spears are 6. Yeah, a potion is 5.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, because you gotta get the potion out. You gotta be dodging the things that are coming in for you.
Yeah, you're right. Never
We
mind.
tend to only talk about the individual blows, but there's a whole dance to battle. Anyway, this creature shows up. This twisted, evil cleric arrives.
Does she like
Believe it,
fade
man.
into existence?
No, the lights
Oh,
come on,
no.
and she's just been standing in the corner waiting.
Which corner is she? Can we get a token?
Yeah, this corner over here.
So she's
What-
above us.
She's above us.
Yeah.
She a dwarf?
No, she's a human.
It's too bad.
Okay, do we have to roll initiative immediately?
Absolutely.
Looks like I'm gonna be taking a full parry.
What are you doing, Nick?
You're gonna fuck it up, man.
Okay, well, I've been drinking a potion. I'm just gonna put the initiative that I did roll in.
Perfect.
Which was the same, Pog.
This one has a sword instead of a mace, but it will do as our token.
No shield then, yeah?
It does have a shield.
Is
You're
there
right,
a
I should
door
find
on the other
something
side
that's
of the
a
room?
little bit closer.
Wait, this is a dark room?
Oh, here we go.
No, it's lit
It
now.
was darkened, but the lights came on up.
The
And
lights in
now
the
you can
entire
see.
room came up. There's not a creature in every room, right? Or in every corner.
No, just the one in
Gotcha.
this corner.
Okay, just making sure.
It's a good thing to check for.
Let me out.
How high up are the rings of Martha?
Just above the doorway, so you could like, if you jump, you could probably slap them.
What if I was like stood on the elevated?
You could reach them without too much problem.
You're gonna do some gymnastics.
I'm just gonna smash him.
In the tomb of the cleric of Martha, you're gonna break the symbols of Martha.
The corrupted symbols of Martha.
Okay. As you
Right.
wish.
Fuck Martha, I said.
Oh.
As I chug my potion.
And our creature will roll with.
You're not gonna get a chance to.
Neal, I've still got
Natural
detect
one on the roll. She
I've still
comes
got-
and eats you.
detect magic on. So are the faces or the
ooh.
cleric rings magical?
How long does detect magic run?
It's 2 rounds per level, so it should be 6 rounds.
Okay,
Isn't
yeah.
it 2 rounds? Maybe it's 1 round, actually.
Let's double check.
Yeah, 2 rounds levels,
per
so 6
level.
rounds.
So you did 3 or 4 there. Then you guys You detected
Well,
magic.
I
you
threw a
looked one
light
way,
stone into the room.
You looked the other way. You cast invisibility and stole the ring key. That was 3 rounds. You rolled a light stone in. That was 4 rounds. So if there was no pause between the last battle and you rolling your light stone and walking in, then that would have already been 4 rounds of
Yeah, I'm
detect
level 3.
magic. Ooh, you're level 3 wizard.
Yeah.
So did you have any downtime
No, because she fucking left ASAP before I could even ask her question.
No, because I unlocked the
downtime
door.
between one room and this room, right? Like
I unlocked
you
the
didn't
door.
just haul his body in here immediately, did you?
No, but I unlocked the door and threw the lightstone in and checked it out immediately, pretty much.
Pretty sure they hauled ass into here.
Right. So
It might be gone now, but it should have been on
Text
at
and look
least
one
when I
way.
opened the door.
look the other way. Stabilize. Oh, there was a couple of rounds of disbelieving in there too. I actually think your detect magic is out, right? Because you looked one way, you looked the other way, you attempted to disbelieve once, you bandaged Anton, you invisibility'd and stole the key and opened the door, and then you rolled a lightstone into this room. You guys walked in and there was a moment of chatting.
So
I think it's
the
bits
turn that I rolled the lightstone in, I should have been able to see if anything was magical.
They're magical. He doesn't want you to know it because that's why he's...
Ah, that's true. You're saying like you walked in the room, but you would have had to stop. Like it's a focused thing, right? It's not.
No, I'm
just
saying
a
that
casual
I
thing.
rolled the lightstone in and observed the room. That's what I did. I
Right,
checked
but
out what
if
was in
you-
there.
Right. So if you roll the lightstone in and observe the room, you're not standing in the middle of the room. You're like right here, yeah? Because you get a 60-degree arc. That's what we talked about.
Yeah.
So if you had said
yeah,
your 60-degree arc was specifically
yeah.
like this, then you would have seen it. But if you're
No,
just
yeah. I'm not trying to see the thing. I'm trying to see like where the embossed faces are and the cleric
Got
and
it.
the rings of Martha.
Sure,
Are
sure,
they
sure.
magical?
No, they're fine.
Okay.
They're not magical.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
Sorry.
say that I could have seen the cleric.
Okay, sorry for misunderstanding.
That's
Let's bring everyone back to where they were a moment ago. Perfect. And were you taking a parry?
I sure am.
Gabriel?
I'm quite
All right.
the parried individual.
Okay, the cleric will go first. She will point a finger at Tyrael,
Cool.
because I think Anton is sort of like limping. or,
I'm on the
like,
fucking
you know,
ground right now.
It's on the fucking ground. And we'll cast a spell at you. Make me a saving throw versus spell, Tyrael.
Let's see. Saving throws. I've got paralyzed, poison, death, rod, staff. Oh, spell. Tell me what I need to roll, please.
It should say
Whatever the
next to
number
the-
in that box or higher.
Higher or lower? Oh, okay, higher. What the fuck? We got a bad seed for this session, guys. We need to relaunch Roll20 if we survive this room, okay?
The bad seed.
I have a feeling this bad seed meme is going to be one of the ones that sticks around for the next 20 years. Thank you, Devin. So Tyrael, you notice your armor is becoming kind of like...
Oh no.
Oh no.
The real
Oh, no.
cancer has begun.
Yeah. It doesn't really do anything to you this round, other than the metal becomes very warm and uncomfortable to the touch.
It fucks with his initiative, right? I can't remember.
Might. Not.
Does the cleric move or just stand in the corner?
Stands in the corner, points a finger at Tyrael, mutters divine words in like a guttural tone with these like heavy consonants in it. And
Can I
then
toss a
Tyrael's
religion check
armor
up to
begins
know it?
warm. To know the spell?
Cleric spells, yeah. I should maybe...
You need a spellcraft proficiency.
I've got spellcraft. Does I only work on wizard spells? I mean, it's probably heat metal, I guess.
That would be
I'm
guess.
guessing it's heat
I mean,
metal, but
my
yeah.
metal is getting hotter, so.
I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
30 on my spellcraft.
Yeah, it's definitely a heat metal spell.
It's a heat metal, guys. Tyrael, take off your armor.
Yeah, that's not
Imric.
happening.
Imric, it is
Okay.
your turn.
It would take like literally like 20 rounds to take off your armor, right? Like, it's not worth it in combat, I don't think.
I climb up here. I come next to
There
the
are
cleric.
ways to take your armor off more quickly. If you are willing to cut straps, which means you won't be able to put it back on without repairing it first, you can take it off much more quickly.
Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit.
Where are the faces, Neal? Just give me a little bit of info about these faces.
Yeah. So we've got some faces on the walls over here.
Are they all the same, or
No, each is unique and different.
it's the happy one? Is that one happy?
None of them are particularly happy. That's
And they've all got actual skin on them.
I mean, that's what it looks like. The whole tomb is sort of magical and questionable, though, right? Like,
Okay,
things
you
appear
tell
to
me
be-
if I can do this. I wanna ready an attack, to back attack this cleric when she steps forward with my axe. But I also want to just like fucking poke around one of these faces as well with my hand and maybe like tear off some of the skin without breaking the invisibility. I feel like that would not do that.
So you can focus on one thing or the other, right? If you want to focus on fighting the cleric, I can allow you a little bit of investigation of the masks, or if you want to focus on the masks, we can really talk about them and you can investigate them on this round, and then, you know, the cleric will do what the cleric does.
Okay,
So what do you want your priority
I'll
to
investigate.
be?
I investigate. Tell me about these faces. There's 2 of them here, right? So I'll take a look at them.
One of them looks to be masculine, one looks to be feminine. The skin is sort of just sitting on it and like hanging uncomfortably. It looks like it's tacked, or there's like a little, maybe a little bit of metal that sticks out of the stone that the skin is being hooked onto. It doesn't look like face skin either. It looks like maybe belly skin or back skin, like an area that was normally straight and flat that is just being like left to rest over something, like a wet paper towel on.
Is it like cured, or is it just like magically not rotting?
See what? Let me take a look at your non-weapon proficiencies. You might have something for this.
Is there some way that there's 3 faces and there's 3 of us? She just told us that this is going to be teamwork oriented. Is there some way we can interact with these faces?
No, I didn't get a chance to finish making them because there were too many questions. There are more than 3 faces.
Oh, never mind. Okay, just kidding.
Yeah, there's like 6 of them. So the skin does look like it's cured. It looks like very soft leather, like the most supple, gentle doe skin gloves you could wear. Except, well, you know, now that you're really looking at it, it might not be human skin. Maybe it's just like a creepy place and there's skin dangling on the wall. Maybe it's like some calf skin or some doe skin of some pale
this one
skinned
here.
animal.
I'm just gonna pull the skin off.
You rip it right off. And hold the flesh in your hand.
I take a look at the face beneath it.
It's a stone that has all the actual artwork on it. The skin is just skin on its own. The stone face looks at you. It's kind of got an uncomfortable look on its face. It doesn't seem to portray any information unless you've got some pointed questions.
You know, I can't like its eyes aren't buttons or anything like that. I try and like, you know, run my hand.
Yeah. No, you can
Is its
interact
mouth
with it.
open?
You can push on it. Its mouth is not open.
Do you want to give it a little kiss next?
These
No, I'll avoid
3
that.
have slightly open mouths, it looks like, judging by the way the skin is hanging on them.
These fucking faces aren't gonna mean anything. I'm gonna get triggered.
Nothing.
I
Okay.
disbelieve. I look at the faces.
I end my
Anton.
turn. I turn around. Yeah, there you go.
I would like to heal.
And you have a healing potion. 2d4 plus 2 HP.
+2. Okay, I'll take 7.
So
Then.
7.
Nice work.
Good one.
Well done.
Well played, sir.
Okay. And we go to next round initiative.
She casts a spell. When you cast a spell, are you not moving that round generally?
Yes.
At the
Generally.
Feels as though it's time to attack.
So I just want to click my character. Oh. It's attack on initiative, sorry. What was the name of this room? Does anybody remember?
I don't think we got told, did we?
I don't think you guys were told. The cleric will go first. She will step towards Tyrael, because I think Anton is still like on the ground chugging his potion, getting ready to pop up, and bring her mace to bear against you with a 13 to hit. It clatters harmlessly against your sword as you knock it to the side. Imric will take his turn.
All right, come behind her. I draw the static axe,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fucking club her over the head and roll 20.
Go for it.
I get +4 here.
Wait. Oh yeah. I was
Yes,
gonna
you're
argue some
invisible.
shit.
Yeah, she doesn't have a shield from
Correct.
behind.
Back attack,
Right.
no dex.
19 AC. Go for
Is
it.
she wearing a helmet?
Yeah.
19 AC.
Wait,
Holy
19 with-
shit.
Full plate is 19 AC. And then she's got the shield, which is at least 2. So minimum AC from the front is 21. If she's proficient in a shield, then it's probably 22.
Jesus.
If she's got high dex, it goes up higher than that. She is incredibly well armored.
Okay, we just need to get the fuck out of this tomb, dude.
It's not a nice
Go for
place. All right, +4
Just
on this
roll
now.
well.
Yeah.
I am. 15.
Are you serious?
15 is not going to cut it. Your sword, your
Axe.
axe clatters against her back.
Does the lightning damage still work?
No, it only goes off on a hit. Anton.
I'm gonna stab. Nick's got me in feeling in a certain way. I'm gonna stab this face.
Oh no!
You skewer the flesh on it with your spear. No attack roll necessary. As you pull your spear away, the flesh from the mask hangs on it like a Romanian banner of war.
Anything happen with it or no?
No.
Okay, and then I'm also gonna use my shield punch, on her.
Very smart.
Yep. You can probably have to like hop up onto this section to do it, but you can do that.
I never hit anything anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, you bring your shield against her. She bats it aside with her own shield while raising her weapon to strike down your brother. And I guess we just go to next round initiative.
Whoa! Do I get to attack?
I thought you were just parrying.
No, I attacked this round. I saw
No, he
this thing
rolled.
this
He-
time.
he
Yeah.
rolled.
Oh, okay.
I
I
rolled
didn't
in.
see
Yeah.
your character on the initiative order.
I did roll
Go
in,
for it.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Steven rolls for initiative with Warblade.
Yeah,
I
but
probably
see,
should have
it
been
on
first
the-
to go.
you
Should've
went
went
first.
first.
It didn't show up
Yeah.
in the turn order.
Do I get advantage? I'm attacking at her feet. This must be an incredibly awkward way for her to defend. And I should have enough room to move down here too.
No, because you have less access to her body. Like, you're attacking her legs, but you can only threaten a certain range of her. So you have no bonus. Any bonus that you might get from the positioning, you're going to lose by the obviousness of your directed attacks.
Okay.
Does he get flanking?
No,
Wait, really? Why?
because she's facing him.
Hold on.
And you don't. There's five. Tui doesn't have flanking. You get
Oh, got it.
a bonus for being on the side or
Yeah.
a bonus on being attacked. But
All right. I just refreshed my roll 20 so I could get on a better seed. I'm about to land a monster blow now. Okay. Here we go.
Natural 20.
Oh,
yeah.
there it is.
All right, let's see this bar go down.
you will actually hit her. Roll me damage.
I will. Do I roll twice, or does it not count as a crit, or what?
Does not count as a crit. Nope, you did not clear her AC by 5. You will do 5 points of
Okay.
damage. Her bar
She's
will
killable.
move.
Okay, she still has a decent amount of HP though. It's like 30 HP. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I hope you guys have some kind of offensive spells.
I do not.
Yeah, cool. The attack with axe. That's good.
Right, and on your turn, Imperial, the heat metal spell changes.
Cool.
Let's see. On the first round of the spell, the metal merely becomes very warm and uncomfortable to the touch. During the second round, heat causes blisters and damage. So you will take 1d4 points of damage as your armor sears you.
Can I
You
roll
take
that?
1 point of damage.
Oh, okay. You can roll it. Okay.
You can roll it if you'd rather. That's fine.
Well, you already said one, so I don't want to,
Okay.
supersede that.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time you can.
I'm on the good seed now. Now that I refreshed, I'm on the good seed.
Mm-hmm.
Great. All right.
All right.
initiative.
Well, let's roll initiative.
For my breastplate and chain limb. Wait, firstly, heat metal's not a concentration spell?
There's no concentration in second edition.
Yeah.
Oh, so she just holds that spell indefinitely until she's knocked out?
Yes.
Until the spell is out. Yeah.
Until the spell ends. Even if you kill her, the spell will continue.
What?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
How many?
It's a spell with a set duration, and once she's cast it, you cast it and forget it.
What is the duration? Okay.
God, that would be really
It's a
useful
long
to know.
time.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like a long time. What is this heat metal? When you cast it, is it all the metal on a person, or must you target a specific piece of armor? That's kind of important.
I don't think you would know, but you can feel what's
Well, no,
hot
I should
right
know
now.
what's
Yeah, you
heated
can
up in
feel
my
what's
body.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are my chain limbs all getting hot, or is it just? I imagine she would target my breastplate, or.
for every 2 levels of experience of the caster, the metal of one man-sized creature can be affected, i.e. arms and armor, or a single mass of metal equal to blah, 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 blah. So at 3rd level, the caster would affect 1 such creature. At 4th or 5th level, 2 such creatures, etc., etc.
Oh, thanks, Steven.
So I guess someone else needed to make a saving throw.
But
But
you didn't know your spell, and if I didn't know my spell, you'd tell me eat shit.
all right, that's fair.
That is fair.
Next time
Yes.
I'll read my spells more carefully. So yeah, it affects. It's not just your armor; it's also your weapon. It's all the metals on you are burning.
Wait, for his weapon, don't like swords have like leather handles or something? Shouldn't that, at the very least, if not cause no damage to him,
Give me
shouldn't at
an
the very
attack
least
bonus?
like take longer
Oh.
for the heat metal to like affect that? Does that make sense?
So whether or not the sword is causing him damage, like he's wearing enough metal on his body that he's
Oh,
gonna
the other
be
part is a
taking
big
damage.
issue. Yes. I agree.
What is your armor made out of, Steven?
What is what?
My
What's
armor?
this armor made out
It's a
of?
breastplate and chain limbs, so I imagine some kind of metal.
We're
it bronze?
ignoring the
Oh,
ferrous nature of the spell,
Okay.
but I appreciate your uncanny
Got,
attention to
got
detail.
you with that once.
We fixed that.
Yeah, all right.
Where was our initiative order? Right. Okay. So
My question right now is,
your-
I'm considering removing armor. If I can remove armor, I have peace armor, right? Or no? So I'm reading the book. It says, removing armor is a much quicker matter. Most can be shed in a single round. Peace armor, particularly full plate, requires 1d4 plus 1 rounds.
right.
So I don't have full plate.
You shouldn't have peace armor right now, right?
I don't think so. It's just a breastplate and chain limbs. But this is far different than 5e, where I would need like 3 minutes to get in and out then or whatever. Because this makes it sound like I could, without destroying my armor, shed it in a single round.
I have some. Let me take a look at my rule set because I have changed some rules around this to make it make more sense. Getting into it. Out of combat. Oh, no, that doesn't help. Never mind. Armor made of separate pieces requires 1d6 plus 4 rounds. That's okay. Getting out. Single suits can be hastily donned. Removing armor can be shed in a single round. Piece armor requires 1d4. So you have not full plate, right? You've got a breastplate with chain limbs. So your armor does come in pieces, but it is going to be far fewer pieces because the breastplate is easier to take off than if you had to breastplate and the greaves and the gloves and the boots and the shin guards and the blah blah blahs and the coifs, right? So I think you can remove all of your shit in a full dedicated round. Because you just gotta like take off your breastplate and then like shake your like under your pants and your things. Like it'll just be 4 or 5 straps that you gotta pull, and you can get them off.
But then I'm essentially worthless.
Yeah.
For a round,
and
but
during
you
the
won't
time
die.
that you'll be removing the armor, you will also have probably additional penalties if you're being attacked because you'll be not focused on combat.
Okay,
You'll be
I
focused
actually
on
don't think I can do
armor.
this. I'm sorry, I wasted all this time. I'm just gonna roll initiative for attack.
Sure. I mean, if you could if you had managed to get over here, you could do it in a round, no problem.
Yeah, but I would have to
whatsoever.
take a full disengage for 1 round if she follows me. Like, the thing is that if she lands 1 hit on me when I've removed all of my armor, I've already taken more damage in this whole combat than I would have by eating like 2 or 3 or 4 heat metal spells potentially. So, yeah.
I'm guessing it's gonna
It's
continue
gonna
to ramp up.
And if she follows you, we'll both get an attack opportunity.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
gonna ramp up like to like 2d4.
I'm guessing that
44.
1 major attack from her, if it crits, will kill me, right? And if I remove all of my armor, I'm losing like 7, 8, 9, 10 AC. I don't know what
The
my
issue is if you go down
Yeah.
with the armor on, you're dead.
Well, can't you take the armor off me?
You'll die in like 1 round extra.
You will probably die in a round.
Wait, doesn't
my
it do
guess.
1d4 damage?
It's
get
gonna
more.
ramp up.
Oh, the heat metal spell ramps up?
Remember, like it was like warm. Now it's like blistering. I would assume next round it's gonna be like okay, you're
2d4.
fucked. Like 2d4. The next round, maybe even 4d4.
Okay, I'm taking off.
Do it, yeah, do it.
You're taking off the armor?
Yeah, I guess so. If it's gonna
You
continue.
can use
yeah.
tumbling and stuff for AC, I guess, but yeah.
Not while taking off the armor.
No, I'm talking about later. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, later. That's fine. Okay, so
Okay,
Tyrael
so-
starts to remove his armor on this round.
Sure.
Anton goes first.
I'm gonna attack with the War Spear.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15 glances to the side of her, doing no damage.
Shield Punch.
Also
natural
no
20.
damage.
What? Natural
Ooh.
20?
Oh, natural 20 will hit. Yes, you
Yeah.
punch the crap out of her.
For 4 damage.
Nice.
The cleric stumbles with the weight of the blow.
And I egg her on.
How do you egg her on?
I point to my Velthara symbol and say, Velthara, bitch, better God.
Velthara, bitch. Better God.
You're attacking into side side AC as well, or?
It would be +2, yeah. But
Plus
yeah,
1
my
to hit.
15,
Plus
16,
1.
17 wouldn't hit.
Gotcha.
Oh, +1. I have a question. Just like, if I would have moved here, would I have gotten like +2 for back attack?
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking about doing that, but yeah, I didn't do it, so that's fine. Doesn't matter.
All right, so you point to your symbol and you say Velthara, bitch.
Better God, yeah.
Better God. The cleric will turn to you and... oh yeah, sorry, I rolled initiative for a spell for her. Ooh, you just hit her, so you interrupt
Nice.
the
She
spell that
loses
she's
her
casting.
spell.
Boom.
Yes.
Nice roll, man.
She was going to cast light at your eyes to blind you for a couple of hours,
Yep.
but
That would
instead
suck.
you interrupt her spell, and she cannot do it. Emmerich, take your turn.
You circle around to her back again.
Okay.
You're still invisible, right?
No,
No.
I become visible when I attack.
Duh. Got him.
Clatters harmlessly against her.
Okay.
Initiative.
Do I get second attacks this round?
If you, yeah, definitely.
So I'm
Go
gonna
ahead
do
and
my
make
second
it.
attack.
What did we say the initiative
20?
for the wand was? 3.
Clatters against her shield to no effect.
And I do not get the
believe
shield punch.
so. Correct.
Okay, cool.
Wands are 2. Initiative
So,
modifier.
Initiative's 3.
Your initiative is 3. Fantastic. You spent your round removing the armor, so you will not take the 2d4 damage that you would have taken this round. As
Cool.
It goes to the ground. Do you have gloves on?
I'd imagine so. Isn't that normal? Is
Sure.
that relevant?
You cannot wear gloves. It is relevant because your sword is metal and it will be searing the leather and the wood that makes it up.
Mhm.
And so if you want to continue fighting with your weapon, it significantly matters if you have gloves or not.
Oh, well, he has gloves.
Sure, but in the future that
Yeah.
will become important because like if he wants to pick a lock, picking a lock with gloves is much
Take him
harder.
off. Yeah,
So
he's gotta take him off. That's
yeah,
fine.
so we'll have to like it may create moments of tension, but it's good to have this up in front.
Yeah.
So you are a glove wearing man.
Yeah. Wait. What would be the reason not to wear gloves?
Harder to pick locks with gloves.
Yeah, but I mean,
Which normally it's easy, you just take them off. But
yeah.
if you like take off your gloves and then you go to pick your lock, but then something happens and you leave your gloves behind, then you don't have them. Like
gloves are cool. I'm
it's
wearing
just one of
gloves.
those
Yeah.
details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will the
However,
sword do more damage?
Do more damage with or without gloves?
No, because it's fucking blazing metal, right?
Right. So the gloves plus the wood that holds the center of the haft, that holds the tang, will keep you from taking damage for a little while. But eventually that wood will burst into flame, and then your gloves will only survive so long
Sorry.
in flames before you take damage.
I meant, is it gonna deal damage to like this lady? Like, say he hits. Like,
Oh.
do you
with the
think that it
sword.
would do more damage because it is searing hot?
No, because I don't think it's going to be touching her for long enough to do real damage. Like when you get slashed with a sword, it's a pretty quick thing, you know. If anything, it might like cauterize the wounds to prevent them from bleeding. So it's probably like a trade.
But instead of a slash, it's like a stab.
Yeah,
Like
but
he's stabbing in. I don't know.
yeah, maybe on like a finishing blow where you can stab and leave it in the person for a while. But that would be end game kill anyway. I don't
Okay,
think it'll
so
add enough to be 1 point of damage.
if we're done with all of that, I can still be holding my bow and a quiver of arrows, right? Can I take
Yeah, and you have gloves, so you can still hold your sword as well if you want.
Oh, I can use my sword.
Yeah, you have gloves.
Yep, okay, gotcha. And okay, gotcha. I'm unequipping my armor then on my sheet. And I will, I suppose, make an attack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for
okay.
it.
Did I roll into this? No, I didn't.
Wait.
Okay. What?
Why are you attacking first?
I'm not. I'm rolling initiative to attack.
Oh, sorry. You said you were making attack. I thought you were attacking right now.
Cringe.
9 for you. So, Imric, you are the first one to act. The cleric
Alright.
is before you.
I'm at her back, right? So I can disengage without wasting a whole turn.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Alright,
just slip
fire
away
the
from her.
2 shots of the magic missile rod.
Roll me 2d4 plus 2.
8 down.
Ooh, very nice. The cleric howls in pain at the damage to her. Anton.
Nope. Nope.
Nope,
Miss,
you make
miss.
2 attacks to no avail. The cleric will go, she's going to turn and come after Imric, which will provoke attacks of opportunity from both of you.
13.
12.
13 and 12 clatter against her plate mail. She comes up to Imric and bashes you with her mace. With a 17 to hit.
Ooh.
Emmerich. Come on. What's your AC?
16.
Oh, no.
You will take 6 damage as she as she crushes the side of your body. You can hear the ribs begin to bend under the pressure. Definitely bruised, maybe cracked.
Whatever.
Material.
I will hop up and I will attack her in the back.
Alright.
I only get 1 attack this round because I took off my armor the past round, right?
Yes.
15, I think, is plus 2 to the back. So,
No good.
Yeah.
Nope. And we can roll into initiative next round. So how are you guys just going to whittle her down? I mean, you've been making progress. You could just keep doing it this way. Seems like
Seems
that's
to be
the
the
plan.
plan.
All right.
there's no way to destroy the rings that seems like it could be an idea, but I don't know if it would do
They're
anything.
embossed onto the wall. You could smash them if you had a bludgeoning object, but with piercing and slashing weapons, you're not going to be able to take them off. Imric, go first.
I blasted with the rod. With the wand again.
2 more
9
charges
damage.
will take her 9, and the body will fall to the ground with a heavy thud and clang as the plate mail hits the ground. Her mace clatters and rolls to the side. Her shield falls flat.
Does her mace look special at all?
No, but she and the mace and the other things will fade away. And the apparition will appear one more time before you.
Well. I say to her.
That was close.
Congratulations on completing the trials. It is clear that you are here for a reason that you have deemed worthy. You are willing to risk your life and those of your family for your cause. I hope you find your missions will be in alignment with the philosophies of life, creation, and the preservation of those things.
I speak up. How is this room supposed to be done? Was there another way?
There are many ways to solve your problems. These challenges are designed to get you to think of them in different paths. Sometimes brute force is the way that makes the most sense to people. And that is just the way some people are.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Beyond, you will find the things you need, and you will have no troubles exiting again.
Since we
Good luck.
passed, are you willing to full heal us then? Just one more
The
kiss.
apparition vanishes.
All right, let's get out of here.
The room beyond looks like a pantry. It's sort of well stocked. It's got shelves on the sides. that contain potions, scrolls, a medallion, and a mace. Sort of like the untwisted, evil version of the mace that was being used against you.
I say to the group, before we step forth, Tyrell, should we wait for your armor to fix itself? So we
Yeah,
can
I
take it
imagine
with
we'd wait a minute or two.
Yeah, I'll touch it. I would assume it would be cool to the touch now.
No, it takes a few more rounds for the spell to finish.
Round is 6 seconds though, right? Or 10 seconds in
1
this?
minute.
It's
Oh, 1 minute? Okay. Oh
Full
yeah,
minute.
turn is 10 minutes, a round is 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, like 5 minutes then, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then
Yep, you guys can wait,
help you re-equip your armor.
until it cools off, and then you can enter the room. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 17 scrolls, and
Wow.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 potions. A medallion.
I head to the
and a
medallion
mace.
and pick the medallion up.
Wait, I'll
Wear
pick it
around
up
my neck.
and hand it to you.
Okay.
Just let him pick up everything. He's paranoid.
I need to pick it all up, okay?
I want to wear this medallion.
I don't even know what it is.
I do. It's a medallion of ESP.
Yeah, you told us that. Or at
Yeah,
least
you
that's
told
what you
us.
told
Oh,
us.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you can be handed the medallion of ESP.
I think
Can I
about
hear
the hot
thoughts of my brothers?
apparition babe. That's who I'm thinking about.
You put on the medallion and immediately try to read your brother's mind.
Anton, and you give me all this shit about being a womanizer. This woman's
Yeah,
probably
but this
been dead
wasn't-
for centuries.
Are you in my thoughts, brother? These are private.
I'm sorry. I divert to Tyrell's thoughts. What do you think about Tyrell? Honor and glory.
Right now I'm very worried that it seems like our little brother almost died. And I'm also a bit worried that maybe we didn't complete these trials exactly as the way we were meant to. I'm not sure if that's going to have any future implications. And I also have a troubling secret that I'm not sure I'm willing to share with either of you right now.
Well, that wouldn't be your service thoughts. Well, I say, having you not said anything, I say, fear not, Tyrell. A job done is a job done well. It seems that we've got the rewards. I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Let's get out of here, grab this stuff and leave.
Perhaps. 17 scrolls, 20 potions, 1 medallion. What else?
The mace.
Mace.
Seems like a cleric mace now.
Yeah, I should spec in a mace eventually.
How much does the medallion weigh, Neal? 1 pound.
Half.
Half a pound. Cool.
Half.
We can read the queen's thoughts.
So use of the medallion requires a full round of concentration, right? So it's not just simple, I can hold a conversation and pick up thoughts. An active ability. It is blocked from functioning by a foot of stone or by stone 3 feet thick or metal 1/6 of an inch thick or any continuous sheet of gold, lead, platinum. It can pick up only the surface thoughts of creatures in the ESP path, which is like a cone in front of you. Starts at 1 foot wide, and for every 10 feet that it goes, it gets 2 feet wider. Up to a distance of... Roll me a d20. We'll see how good your medallion is. Higher is better, Nick.
Wait, Nick, restart your roll 20. It helped me. I got a crit after.
No, but look at my magic missile rolls. We're good.
Oh no. Oh god. He's gonna chance it.
8.
30
Below
feet.
average, Nick.
I know. 8 feet?
30-foot range. So it starts at
Huh.
it starts 1 foot wide directly in front of you, and then at 30 feet it goes to 7 feet wide,
Yeah, that's fine.
or 6, 7. Yeah, so it's a small cone.
Never lucky. I'll pick up the mace. You said this does double damage to undead?
Yes. This is a +2 mace. You'll get this stuff figured out when you go,
Yeah.
go chat with other people. So I'm just gonna do it now. So +2 to hit, +2 to damage, and undead suffer double damage under the blows of this mace.
And the damage is 1d8.
D6, I think, from me, so maybe 4.
I think it's 6 + 1.
Oh, is it? It's not. That's pretty good.
So when you crit with it, you'll do 2d6 + 2.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, D6 + 1.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It'll average the same as D8. They're both 4.5 average, but the range is a little bit smaller.
Speed 5, 4,
6.
6. Range 10, 20. Oh, it can't be.
Melee. Yeah.
All right. Can we grab these potions between us? Is there another door?
No, there are no more doors. This is it.
We have to
There's
just walk
no
back
tomb
out.
either. I mean, the whole thing's the tomb, but like, there's no sarcophagus with the body.
Okay. Can we just like haul everything? We haven't got to go far to get back to the palace, right? So.
You guys have backpacks.
Yeah.
You've got maybe like an extra 20-something pounds of gear. I think you can divide it between the 3 of you somehow and haul it back out. I mean, you're in your city, right? So
Yeah, it should be easy.
Yeah.
it's the middle of the day.
We could even still attend the party. Like, this only took us.
Half a day.
Yeah.
We
And
don't
on the
need to
boat
leave
ride,
the
I could
party
teach
for
my.
like 5 days anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys can exit with your stuff and head back to your home. Get to a nice place to rest.
I check on my
And,
rat.
What's your rat's name again?
Tennies.
Tennies. Let's make a die roll. Tennies is doing great, actually. Tennies has been left with a ball of yarn, probably by one of your servants, and is loving it. Kind of rolling around in the yarn, chewing on it here and there. Super excited about it.
Awesome. Give a little pet, a little cheese, and I let my character sleep for the night.
Okay.
Cool.
So, what is the plan from here?
So.
You know that you've got a couple of leads. Sorry to interrupt, Nick.
Well,
And you've got people that can identify stuff for you. So how do you want to go about it?
right now we have so much unidentified shit. So from here we took 17 scrolls and 20 potions. We previously have 48.5 candles that still need to be identified.
Those are at the palace right now, but
Yep,
yes.
correct.
Yeah.
And we also had 18 other scrolls that we'd looted that still needed to be identified as well. So
Correct.
once I feel like if we know what all those potions and scrolls are, that might make it a little bit more obvious what our next thing is. Like, say,
Well,
hypothetically, say we get, like, scrolls of persuasion or potions of mind read or some weird stuff like that. Maybe the party becomes, like, a very obvious idea. Or say we get something like that the types of items that we looted might guide us to our next thing, yeah. Because we've got the Prince of Cronwick, and then we also have,
A vampire.
we're not doing that. Well,
Then that was it, right?
yeah. Are vampires considered undead? They must be. You die and become a vampire, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
So this mace
There
is
is.
theoretically powerful against it, but
There's
Yeah,
such
but I
a
don't
thing
have
as
a
a potion
proficiency
of.
or anything in it.
There's such a thing as a potion of vampire control. So potentially
sweet.
could be one in this list of potions.
If
Is
this
that something that you want to ask people to look into to see if they can find one for you? Or the location of one?
if I'm
Let's get
metagaming,
everything back to the palace first.
yeah, if we're metagaming a lot, if this is the same vampire that we released in Of Dice and Men, we're never ever fighting. We're like 10 levels away from being able to fight this thing. I think. Like, this is like an ancient evil that was awakened after sleeping for millennia or something. Like, since
Correct.
the
We're
mountains
a while
rose and
away,
the
yeah.
All vampires are ancient evils. Like,
sure.
I mean, they are
The
pretty
whole, this
nasty.
whole campaign is the premise of this whole campaign is people that are too low level to really accomplish the truly heroic deeds are finding the appropriate equipment to do these things. You know, if you're gonna fight Scoria, you're never gonna be of a level ready to fight her. You're gonna be required.
Oh, we haven't even got to the
the
grinding episodes yet. You don't know that, Koibu.
We killed boars in the forest. 4 hours.
For hours and hours, yeah.
I think that. Yeah, we're gonna go get everything identified. That's our first
Yeah.
big step.
Let's
Okay,
do
no,
it.
how long? How many days until we have to leave for the party? Is it 5 days until we have to leave, or something like that? 4 days.
It's like 3 or 4 days.
So the question is, do we wait and identify everything, and just miss the party and try and deal with the Prince of Cronwick?
Is it really going to take
outside of
more
the
than a
party?
day to get everything identified?
Depends, yeah, probably.
There's a
I
lot of
mean,
shit.
We got the whole crown. They should have people working full time on this.
Yeah, but they're only really no. They're having very few people working on this project to keep it sort of secret, right?
Slackers.
Yeah.
But Potion of
Clip.
Vampire Control will know what it looks like. There'll probably be some record of potions in the capital, so they'll know that like what it looks like. So they could like have a look out for.
Claritus also had another task for us that he was working on.
Yeah, he said he was
Maybe
working
we
on
can
something.
go with that,
I think the party. This is again a little meta. The party sounds like a good breakup of what we're doing, like a good change of pace, rather than going
I like
into
that.
another tomb and fighting another monster or whatever. This is going to be a lot more social engineering.
It's gonna be more Dave shenanigans.
I am always up for a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
want to do the
you guys
party.
want to turn in your potions and scrolls to be identified and head out for the party post haste?
Yeah.
Well, in 4
I
days,
think
4
I
or 5
also
days.
had Claritus asking around about more vices. I don't know if he came up with anything else.
Right. I think it's only been like a day or two.
It has
since
only
you
been a
asked
day
that,
or two.
though.
Correct. Yep.
I want to wait to get the Scroll of Magic Missile from my tutor before I leave. So
Yeah.
that was going to be a couple of days, right? So let's stick around town for a couple of days. I'll grab that scroll. We'll see what we can get identified.
So we're gonna be taking a boat there, it should be about a week or whatever. I'm gonna be teaching my rat 3 tricks. One is fetch, one is to count, and another is to like scout and look. Obviously I have to do one at a time, so I think I'm gonna teach him how to fetch various things first. So like if I tell him to go get a key ring, I want him to be able to go and grab it.
Right. So first trick is fetch,
Yeah.
but not like I'm gonna throw this and you're gonna fetch it, but like I'm gonna try and be able to point to something.
And he goes and
And for
gets it
him
for me.
Right, because he's
Yeah.
not gonna be able to learn all the words for all the different things, but
Correct.
you can be able to point and direct.
Yeah, I'm also gonna try and teach him, I guess, some common things that I would need. So maybe like 2, like a key ring, would probably even be the only one, if anything.
Okay.
And then whatever I point at, yeah.
Yeah, so I think pointing at something can be an easy trick. That
Yep.
can be a trick on its own. If you want to teach him like keyring as a specific term, that'll
be
be
another.
its own unique trick as well. And I think you can teach, what was it, 3 tricks?
Yeah, it's 3 tricks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna definitely do the fetch point thing first.
Fetch point. Okay. Does it take 1 or 2 weeks?
Takes 1 week.
1 week.
So everything on the boat right there, that's what we're working on.
Great.
Okay. The Ring of Fire Resistance the Duke has, or the Baron. What does it look like?
When you bring these items to the castle one evening to be examined, you can speak with Claritus, and he will tell you that it looks like many other rings of fire resistance. Do you have one on you already yet?
We do not.
No.
Okay. It is it's like a gold band, but the outside is inlaid all the way around with some sort of crushed red rock. And there's slightly different formulas to make these things. So some of them might be crushed rubies, some might be crushed garnets, someone might even use like crystallized dragon blood that has then been crushed and filled. But it'll have a gold band all the way around it with a red center of crushed gemstones or something similar.
And then the ring of protection for petrification. What does that look like?
It looks like it's made out of petrified wood
Okay.
or petrified bone.
It's understood in this world that you can only have 2 magical rings on it each time, right?
Yes.
And they both have to be on the ring fingers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we would expect to find them there. And then he also has a magic dagger and a cloak of protection. Can cloak of protections look like anything, or do those have a typical?
They come in various forms.
Is
Or
there-
it can look like pretty much anything.
Is there a way to know, aside from detect magic, if it's a?
The quality of magical items has to be very high, but when you're talking to a prince, like
Yeah, of
all of their
course,
items
yeah.
are going to be super high quality. So
Would it
you're
have like
gonna
some
need to detect
hydro
magic to be certain?
static? Like if you drip water on it, it'll slide off, or anything weird like that?
They're
or?
not particularly hydrophobic. That would make
Or-
it very hard to clean.
Gotcha.
When we go to like parties, do people usually have cloaks on or off? Is like there a cloak check?
There is a coat check, and if the cloak is part of your costume, it makes sense to wear, or maybe if you're like in uniform, it makes sense to wear a cloak. But just standing around in a cloak is going to get hot and uncomfortable, and it's going to brush into people. And if you've got like cloaks are actually kind of a pain in the ass to wear sometimes.
So if people like did take him to a party, they would probably put him at the coat
You
check.
would probably coat check it, yeah.
Got it.
But if it's the prince's party, he probably doesn't work at the. He wouldn't
it's
coat
probably
check
just in his room.
Yeah, he
right?
just leaves it in
Fucking
his room. Yep.
Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
good to know, either way.
So Neal, I'm still owed some spell rolls from leveling up, so I want to know how much
Sure.
downtime we've got here, and I'm going to go through some spells.
Also, do you only gain EXP on a long rest in this world, or?
No, just in
There's no
between
short rest, long
rounds,
rest.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
We
gotcha.
can just do XP right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
It's
we're
whenever
kinda
there's
right,
like
so
a
Wait,
convenient downtime.
can I do my healing prior? Because we have some wounded allies.
We are quite wounded.
Yeah. You want to throw
Okay.
down a couple days worth of healing spells?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw down the cure moderate wounds and hope they roll low. Okay, I'm gonna throw down. Here's a cure moderate wound for my brother, Imric. Oh fuck, 20 times 1.
Cringe.
One. Roll low. Yes. Here's another one for him. Okay, he's at full. Here's one for myself. That's fine. And then
Cringe.
here's the last one for Tyrael.
Cringe.
Good.
Wow, good job.
All right. Let's do some experience.
Okay, well, hear me out, Neal. I might learn some spells on the way. It's not going to matter.
Yeah. We'll
No, I'm
just
saying I would get
learning
experience
XP
for
before
learning
we go for the
spells.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, totes. Sensible. So why don't you tell me what you want to learn, and we'll roll for the things.
Okay, first thing I want to try and learn is forget.
Ooh, that
Okay.
is a powerful spell, as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, maybe do it a little bit more subtly than what happened in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
60%.
damn. 60 or lower on a D100.
Fuck off. This stupid. Oh my god.
Should have restarted roll 20. I told you.
True.
Fuck off. You as well.
Also, roll me a 2d2 for how long that took to fail.
That's good.
Can I roll the next one?
Yeah.
Suggestion. Yes.
And a 1d2?
No, that's
the
level
first
2 as well.
All right.
No, that's level
2.
2. And then I get the magic missile scroll off the dude.
Yep.
Before
And
we
go
leave.
ahead and magic missile. Nope. And D2. Okay. So 6 days later, you've learned suggestion, but not forget, not met.
Fucking magic missile spell. Suggestion.
Great. So, did we get XP for?
We did not.
For
The
what?
performer thing?
Nope.
What performer thing?
The former session.
Oh wait, Neal, sorry. Suggestion's level 3. I'm gonna have to pick some.
Suggestion's level 3.
Sorry, you go do the other fail. Fails anyway. Oh no, it passed. Wait. So how do you want me to re-roll?
Suggestion's level 3?
I'm certain it was level 2 in Hardcore Heroes, but
Yeah, fuck it, you can have it.
How?
no, yeah, it is level 3.
Yeah.
So can I just pick something else that I pass the roll on?
Oh.
I mean, whatever it is, it's gonna be like a second choice anyway.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, so.
This isn't some like next level plan to get a guaranteed knock spell. Be like, oh, I'm just gonna roll a bunch of things that I can't roll. And
Well,
then...
in reality, that wouldn't actually help me, would it? Oh, I suppose it would, because I could, yeah.
But that was the only level 3. It's not
Yeah,
like
it
you
was,
rolled
yeah.
3 level things and you get to pick them.
Yeah. Take that.
Sure.
Maybe. No, maybe.
All right.
Knock could be very useful for the upcoming mission
Yeah, not could be useful.
because Steven can't open anything.
Well, maybe we'll see if I level up.
Okay,
really
so we
want to
didn't get
forget.
experience for the second half of the first tomb that you went through.
Correct.
But you didn't defeat any creatures. You did use some spells to overcome problems, I believe,
Yep.
during this. I think Imric used reveal doors to find that there
I've
was
got a
a
little
hidden door
list
in the
here.
one spot.
I cast
Okay,
reveal
yeah.
doors twice. Only one of them successfully revealed a door.
No. You also cast it once at the main door, I thought, and I thought it revealed that,
That is true, but I mean,
which should
yeah.
be XP.
So I cast it 3 times. Once to reveal the main door to the tomb, once to find the secret door, and once to no effect.
So at the main door of the tomb, you already knew that there was a door there, so I don't think I'm going to give you XP for that, because you were aware that the door was there.
Yeah.
You're just checking to see whether or not it would show up by the use of the spell. So I'll give you XP for the other 2, though.
Okay, I cast armor to refresh armor twice.
Sure. That's 4 spells.
Okay, detect magic and invisibility.
5,
Fun.
6 spells.
7 level
Except in
spells.
visibility, yeah, 7. So,
that's 300.
what is that? 350 for you?
Yes.
And you learned 1 new spell?
Yes.
What spell?
No,
level was
2.
it?
Invisibility and
Okay.
so 2
So
level 2
visibility is
spells.
worth 200, and
This other one will be
knock.
200 as well.
What is this? What is this other one?
I think it's knock. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 400 plus 350 is 750 for your wizard.
hmm
Your fighter will have defeated
A troll.
5th level cleric that you fought. Pseudo 5th level cleric. So that's going to be, what's your fighter level?
3.
3?
3.
Should all be 3, yeah.
So 50 times 3 is 150 for everyone's fighters. And let me actually give you the combat XP for the cleric as well.
Do we get anything for beating the troll? Kind of.
Actually, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bullshit, Koibu.
Never had to fight the troll. Totally unnecessary bit of semi-real combat.
So he was fake.
Maybe some of us are familiar with the Shadow Monsters realm of spells. The Shadow Monsters, Demi-Shadow Monsters, I think there's a 3rd version.
Does that not count as
Conjured?
and it counts as an illusion?
They're illusion, but they're real. Like, they're
Yeah,
shadowy.
they are semi. They're demi-real.
Real
Yeah.
fake doors.
Real fake doors. That's it.
They also have reduced HP.
They have reduced HP and they do reduce damage, but we're using some variants of them that.
He
not
definitely did not have reduced damage on this one.
Okay. Let's see what 21.
We haven't added that 150 yet, right?
No. So each person gets 600 for combat XP against the cleric.
Not including
That's
the
600.
150, correct?
Right, that's 600 is divided between your 2 classes.
Oh.
You can take the 150 now as well for your warrior.
What about like no XP for like finishing the tombs?
62.
Like complete. Oh, do I get? Oh, we haven't done good ideas yet. Yeah, we don't get like
there
quest
should be some
XP.
quest XP for each of these. Divided by 3. And also split another 400 between your classes for quest XP of completing these 2 tombs.
Nice.
And then we got our warrior XP. The priest, how many spells did you cast to overcome your problems?
Okay, 2 cure light wounds, 2 detect magics, a cure. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, 5 cure moderate wounds. If you will count the 4 that we
Whoa.
casted inside the town.
I don't want to give you XP for things that you cast
fine.
in safe situations. Yeah.
Then it'll be 1 cure moderate wound.
Okay.
speak with animals to my own pet.
Right.
Do I get XP for that? That's 2.
The first one, the very first time you like speak with animals, and animal friendship as well.
Yep, an animal friendship and 1 protection from evil.
Okay, I count 9 spell levels. Is that what you counted?
Should be 2, 4.
What was the overall XP to combat, Nick?
Yeah, 9. You're right, 9.
Okay. So that's 450 for your cleric. And Mr. Rogue, how did you use any special abilities in the last 2 sessions?
Special abilities, no. I don't know if I get XP for IDing the key on the troll.
Oh, we will give you XP for that. I just want to...
But other than that, I don't think any abilities, no. What was our overall combat XP gain? I heard 150 for the...
I don't remember.
Have you guys added it yet?
It was 150.
Yeah,
Well, I've just been adding it up together, but I think it was 150 for the cleric. That's all we fought, I think.
Gotcha, okay. Wait, what was our overall XP gain so far then?
650 on fighter.
Gotcha. Okay.
It should have been 600 for the cleric.
Each.
So 300 for each of your classes for the cleric.
Okay, fuck. Hold on, wait. How am I doing this? Whoops.
Uh-oh. Maybe we should have done this more concretely.
Yeah, wait, sorry. Okay, so on the cleric, we get 300 for each class, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which is 330 for my thieving.
Yep.
And then we got, 150 from defeating levels of creature. We got as a fighter.
150 only to fighter?
Yep.
Yeah. And then 200 requested. It'd be 650 XP for your fighter.
Gotcha.
Puts it 7,287 on.
Gotcha. I'm at 7,337. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Okay.
So now let's go on to individual awards. You did think about look at the troll and see the key on him. I feel like that was an idea that saved the party because you guys were near to dying at that point. So why don't you take 200 for that?
Is that 100 to each class?
Yes, sir.
Always, okay.
I solved the candle puzzle.
You did solve the candle puzzle very good. Take 100 XP for solving the candle puzzle.
Do I get XP for figuring out the what's it called? The things with the scrolls where you had to put them in the spots, and I did not use my clerical powers to roll.
Oh, that's true. You didn't tap into any of your skill checks for that.
Correct.
That was a good team coordination. In fact, I want to just give like everyone an extra 400 because you all did that very well. And then MrMouton for withholding from possible easy routes. Why don't you take another 200 on top of it?
And that's so 400 divided by 2, and then I add 200.
200 divided by 2. Oh yeah. The 200 could just be for your cleric. That's fine.
You said it was an extra 400, correct?
400 for the solution, 200 for you specifically.
Cool.
Didn't he have some urging from other party members to not take?
That's why you're getting 400.
Okay. All right.
Everyone did very well with that puzzle.
Gotcha.
Like very, very well.
Okay.
So, little bonus XP.
For thief
anyone
stuff,
level anything.
this doesn't count for abilities, but for looting everything, 17 scrolls, 20 potions, 1 medallion, 1 mace.
Unfortunately, these are priceless objects with no GP value. Sorry,
Serious
Mr. Thief.
now?
I could put a value on them.
I could value these.
Yeah.
We're close to leveling
I
on
think-
fighter, but not yet.
Yeah,
I
was it
think Thief
8,000?
is already level 4.
It's
Yeah.
8,000, yeah.
248.
Got a lot of wizard XP though. Shit.
Wow. Okay.
You know the spells that I failed when I was leveling up?
Yeah.
I
How
don't
many?
know them. I can't like try them again next level as if I had them written down.
You would have to have them written down somewhere for you to try them again. Correct.
But the fact that we're now making me actually take the time to study implies that it is written down.
So the spells that you get to roll for because you leveled up are like areas where you might have had a breakthrough and you just get to roll for them, right? So if you level up again, you can say maybe you've had a breakthrough with those same spells again, or maybe you're having
But I'd have
breakthroughs
to
with
pick
new
them.
spells. They'd have to be the ones that you pick,
But I
yeah.
do have a scroll of magic facade. Or not
Correct.
scrolls, kind of written down.
Yeah, you've got the spell written down in a way that you could learn it, try it again and again and again. Yeah. So Imric has spent a week learning spells. Is there Anton is spending, is it 1 week or 2 weeks to teach your rat the trick?
1 week.
1 week? Is
Yeah,
there a check involved, or is it successful
I
automatically?
believe it's just successful. Let me put it in the chat again. Animal friendship. Because he already failed his negate save to be my friend.
Right.
And I think now it's just, it happens.
Training for the trick done over a period of week. Yep, totally. Yeah. That's fine. So you can just spend the week teaching the rat a trick. And
Well, since it taught him, so do I get XP 3 times from animal friendship then? Each time the trick is actually taught? Would that make sense?
no, because you just cast the spell the one time, and now you're just teaching him tricks, which are their own reward.
That
It's
makes
a
sense,
permanent
okay.
spell. Yeah.
Yep.
And Tyrael, what do you want to do during this week of downtime? Your brothers seem to be very busy with their own side projects.
Are we not on the boat to go to the party? So we don't miss it?
I mean, some of my spell learning will have been on the boat.
Yeah, I would assume some of my teaching would have been on the boat.
Sure.
Are there some
seems to
kinds
be
of
on the
like? It feels weird. Is there like an obstacle course I can train at? Like training agility and RuneScape?
Boat ride. Sounds like you don't have anything in particular you want to do then.
I mean, it's not like it takes me time to learn my spells. There's no like the crown wouldn't let us take some of these scrolls because we used to get items ID'd by people in the past, and it wasn't a cause for concern. I couldn't take like let's say that I want him to ID as much as he can in like Claris and like Clartis, or if I wanted to ID as much as I can in 2 days so that we can make that party. Could I take the other items and for some amount of gold go get those ID'd at like various places around town so that I'm not taking like
You could go to a specific caster in town and say, I'm going to get you to ID this, but you'll actually have to pay out real cash for it.
Yeah. Can I do that?
That's totally fine.
To get everything
Yeah,
ID'd in time?
Absolutely. Yeah. That is definitely a way to get things done more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, what do you want to be ID'd by the safety of the crown? What do you want to be ID'd by a freelance wizard?
I guess, can we get some dates down? What is the date today right now? July...
So when you left the tomb, it was July 19.
And when is the party?
The party is...
Or when would we have to leave for the
August 1st. So I think you're planning on leaving on like the 22nd. So you would have 2 days essentially for people to identify things for you.
Gotcha.
Which could be, in theory, like 10 items.
Okay.
Or if you can find multiple... Yeah, this is a capital. You could find multiple wizards to ID stuff for you. So you could get pretty much anything you want. Each wizard will be able to identify up to like 5 items.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I want to take as many items as I need to different people to go and get everything identified. My goal is to have everything identified before we have to leave. So like by the 21st, I want everything identified.
Sure.
So I don't remember.
It may cost you a metric fuckload of gold, by the way.
It's
Really?
going to cost you some gold, but you guys have a
We're a
lot of
noble
money, and
family,
you're
yeah.
not really spending it right now,
Yeah,
and you
correct.
have some passive income. We've sort of avoided talking about money because it hasn't needed to come into play yet, but I think now is when we're going to start worrying about your overall funds, because these identifying are going to be pricey.
We do have a pal, but we can use to supplement one cast.
Yeah, we got one. We should have bought them all.
We have a pail?
Pearl.
Pal.
Oh, a pal?
Pearl.
Pearl. A pearl.
Wait, say that one more time.
I'm so sorry.
Pal.
Okay.
How do you say it?
Pearl.
A
What?
pearl.
Pearl.
Pearl, brother.
Paul.
pearl.
Pearl.
Paul.
You know, you got to really hit all the consonants and the vowels. Pearl.
Wait, things can either be
Like per all the boys.
Nick, things can either be singular or they can be... What's the opposite of singular? How do you pronounce it?
The opposite of singular, like
Yeah.
multiple.
Or the P word. I don't want to say it. I want you to say it.
Oh, okay. Plural.
Yeah, wait, yeah. So we say plural, pearl.
Oh, yeah, because those two words are spelled the same.
Listen, mate, we all use English here, okay?
Don't call me mate.
Oh! Do you have? Wait, do you say? Do you say squirrel or is it like squirrel?
Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel, plural.
No, not squirrel. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
The best one is aluminium.
Oh,
So how the fuck do you say
guys
that?
actually spell it
Aluminum.
differently. There's a different
Wait,
spelling.
do you
with
spell
it.
it
have-
with a double O?
No, you have an I in there. Aluminium actually makes sense when you look at how every other metal is named, so I'll give you that one. But
Okay.
your parallel
Thanks.
thing is, I'm not buying that one.
I did not say peril.
How much is it gonna cost? Do you know yet?
100
yeah,
doubloons.
it's gonna cost you 1,000 gold to identify everything.
That's better than I thought it'd be. Okay, I'm removing 1,000 gold off the party sheet.
Excellent.
Easy.
Gone.
All right, well, great. We can just identify all this shit then. So, who is ready to write down all your potions and scrolls, boys and
I'll
girls?
write it down on the party sheet.
You have 9 potions of healing.
Ooh. I will
Okay.
take one of those.
I'll take one of those. So we have 7 now
Okay.
in the home base.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
3 potions of extra healing.
Ooh.
How much is that? 2d8?
I'll look it up.
Potions
well,
of
we
healing
go
is
through
2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but potions of extra healing.
It's extra. It's more.
44.
Thank
They
you.
are extra indeed. Yes. They are 3d8 plus 3, and the potions of extra healing are special because you can consume less of them. You can do it in thirds. So you can do 3d8 plus 3, or you can do in groups of 1d8 plus 1.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Wait, fuck. Are you writing these down?
Yes, they're on the party sheet.
Fuck. Okay, hold on. I started writing. Oh shit.
Nice.
Wait.
Next potion
It's fine. We got it.
are 2
Okay.
potions of sweet water.
And these do.
They will purify anything that you put them into. They'll turn salt water into fresh water. They'll neutralize poisons. They just turn whatever you pour it into like actual fresh, perfectly clean water and like a very large volume of it.
If you're poisoned and you drink this, not gonna kill you, right?
This
Like, are they
liquid is
gonna
not
purify
actually
your
potion to
body?
be drunk, although it tastes good. Sweet water is added to other liquids in order to change them to pure drinking water. It will neutralize poisons, ruin magical potions, no saving throw. The contents of a single container will change up to 100,000 cubic feet of polluted salt or alkaline water into fresh. It'll
Wow.
turn 1,000 cubic feet of acid water into pure water. The effects are permanent. It has no effect if you drink it other than it tastes nice.
Okay. So if you really want to cloud on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 potions
well.
of fire resistance,
Okay.
Oh. Oh,
which
yes.
will stack with other types of resistances. So a ring of fire resistance will have damage, and then if a potion of fire resistance on top of that will quarter damage. And then if you
Got it.
pass your saving throw against a fire source, then it's an 8th damage total. Yeah. And you will have an oil of acid resistance, 3 of them. That's very similar to the fire resistance, but it's an oil, so you don't drink it, you smear it all over yourself, which might take a little bit longer or be a little bit more difficult to do.
Stop swapping fucking pages. Whoever's doing it.
Oh, I am. Whoops.
Thank you.
Well, it's not
Fuck.
updating. Why are you writing letters instead of numbers sometimes?
What do you mean? What?
Put
letters
3.
am I
Put the number
writing?
3 for potions. Why would you write it out?
I don't. Oh, sorry. I did it one time. Chill.
No, you did it twice. I had to correct
Yeah,
it.
because you keep fucking swapping.
Okay, never mind. All right, I'm gonna let you do
Stop
this.
touching the page.
God. 3 oils of acid resistance. Love
Got
it.
it.
Love it. Okay, that is all for the potions. Next up are scrolls.
Are these all the potions
3
we've gotten so far?
Yes.
Okay.
3 scrolls of neutralize poison.
Got it.
1 scroll of protection from evil, 10-foot radius.
Got it.
It's a higher level version of the spell. 1 abjure scroll. You're gonna want to look at that when you've got some downtime in between sessions.
Okay.
2 scrolls of etherealness.
Okay.
4 scrolls of dispel magic.
Okay.
2 scrolls of remove curse.
Okay.
4 scrolls of remove paralysis. And then I don't think you had gotten the scrolls discovered from the other tomb yet, right? You still
Don't
need to know
think
what those
so.
are. Oh, you had learned some of them, right? There'd been protection from paralysis, dispel magic, wizard eye, and gas. Nick, I think you were writing these down.
Do you have those written down, Nick?
Sorry, say that again. I was reading up, Joe.
Where are your scrolls at?
Yeah, you had identified some scrolls, or you'd read magic some scrolls, right?
No, I'd read magic, the spell book that we got from the Campbell tomb.
I thought you read magic, a protection from paralysis, a dispel magic, a wizard eye.
That is true.
Didn't we talk about this?
Oh yeah, 3 protection from paralyzation, 4 dispel magic, 2 wizard eye, 2 gas.
Is
Yeah,
paralysis
where
and
are those scrolls written
paralyzation the same thing?
1 flesh stone. There's 5 unknown.
Almost
though, Neal.
always. Yeah.
Okay, so can we move those onto the party sheet?
Yes.
Yeah, where are those written down, Nick?
Yeah, they're on my. I'll copy them into the.
Okay.
I also have 18 scrolls on my character sheet that we took from that one lady's basement or whatever. Or not the lady's basement, the tomb with the
wizard's
2
basement.
traps, the wizards. There were the 2 statues past the
Yeah,
fog
these are
trap.
the ones we're talking about.
Yeah, that's them.
Oh, okay, okay.
okay.
And then we
Yeah, so
we
just
ID'd all
delete
the
those
scrolls that
18
we just
before I
took out of the tomb too. Did we get every single
Yeah,
one?
I'm about to ID the remaining scrolls.
Okay, gotcha,
There was
gotcha.
5 remaining that were unidentified, Neil.
Okay.
That list.
I took
Where
all
did you
those
put
up. Right?
those, Nick?
Just in the party sheet, in the basic
not be updated.
bit in the notes.
Is it updating for you, Steve?
You have to. I
there
exited
it
out.
is,
You
yeah.
have to change pages to update it. That's why I was changing it before because I couldn't see what you were doing. Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yeah, you
Okay.
do it in your own format. I think that's-
7.
So, Destiny, I need you to roll me a 1d2 now, because there's something in here that's kind of interesting, and I need to know if you had it identified by a person in the tower, in the capital, or by an independent wizard. So a 1 is identified by an independent wizard, a 2 is identified in the tower.
I think for this one,
but
I'd want it identified in the tower for sure.
Sure, but you wouldn't know about it until it's too late. So, okay, 1 is identified in town. Additional things that, let's see, you got wizard eye, protection from gas, wall of stone,
May
flesh
swap it.
stone. What?
I was telling you
um,
you can swap it in most show chat.
Yeah, there should be 5 more. Neil.
2 protection from petrification spells.
Okay.
2 illusory wall spells.
Okay.
And the last one we're going to play out. So, Tyrael, you're showing up to a wizard in town on the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you dropped some stuff off yesterday. You're here this morning to have it identified. The wizard hands you a couple of things. Here's 2 scrolls of protection from petrification. Here's 2 illusory wall scrolls. You know, here's your scroll of la-da-da. And then he sort of stops and looks at you and rests his hand very gently on the last scroll that remains and says, I don't normally ask my clients where they find their things or how they go about their business. But this, and he taps it very gently, is a most unusual scroll, and I feel it is my duty to ask where you got it.
Well, I'm sure you're asked to identify a great number of items, and I'm sure that you understand that discretion of your clients is probably quite important, otherwise no one would come here.
Certainly.
I'm not entirely comfortable, or I'm not entirely sure how comfortable I am sharing with you all of the details for where these come from. I'll simply say that I had an uncle that was very dear to me that passed away recently, and a large stock of his items fell onto our possession. We're not sure how we want to distribute these yet to his family. He obviously had a will to leave some of these items to his children, but we don't want to leave unidentified magical items to them, so we figure it best and most responsible to bring them to somebody else to identify these items before doing so.
An honorable thing to do, Mr. McGarry. I'm just concerned because this is a powerful scroll, and in the wrong hands could do terrible terrible things. And I feel for the safety of my people and my world that I need to exercise some level of oversight here.
I understand your concern. Obviously, I share a similar concern, which is why I brought it to you first. It almost sounds as though you are saying you're going to keep my scroll from me. Is that what the implication is here?
No, sir. No. That would be theft. Grand theft. There's not quite a term for the theft of this sort of nature, but it would certainly bring about my demise and probably cause more harm than good to try and take this from you. I have never myself laid eyes upon a wish spell, but this here is a single wish spell in a scroll.
A wish spell. Can you give me a bit more information? I'm sorry, my brothers are the ones with more magical persuasion.
Have you heard the stories of princes or princesses wishing upon a star and then their wish comes true?
I've heard a great number, many stories, but unfortunately, it's hard to discern fact from fiction. I assume you're telling me some of these
Well,
wishes can be made real?
if you have someone who can cast this spell, any wish is yours. I'm sure you're aware of the dangers of wish spells. There are a great many legends about them. A person who wishes for all the gold in the kingdom, only to be teleported into the end of time, where there's a pile of wealth around them, but no one with them. Or someone who wishes great fortune, but it comes at the cost of their family. These tend to be romanticized tales. Wish spells are actually sort of limited in their function, and an over-preciseness will break the spell. Your wish should be uttered simply and directly. Additional clauses can be, they say, problematic or cause the spell to fail outright. But with it, you could change the world.
Does a failed wish break the scroll?
Yes. Dissolves it, renders the magic useless.
Well, this is perhaps a scroll then that won't be left to my uncle's children then.
This is an extremely powerful thing. Only the greatest of wizards of all time ever managed to attain these spells. And to find a wish spell stored in a scroll is almost unheard of. Which is why I must ask you again, where did you find this?
I mean, I simply, dealing out with settling the estate of my uncle, I unfortunately can't say where he came across such a scroll. Between you and me, he could be quite an unscrupulous man, so it's hard to say where he came across it, but as nobody's come knocking on our door to claim such a scroll, I imagine it's been his for quite a while.
Well, I urge you to take great care with this and think of the good you could do to the world. And the wizard gently slides it across the table to you. You'll notice this scroll, he's bothered to rebind with like a little bit of blue ribbon to signify it from the others.
Okay, I grab it and wish for a plus. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Pack it up, guys. Wish for Scoria to be dead. I'm sure that'll go perfectly well.
Okay. Yeah, Mooden can add it to the party sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The wizard gives you a longing look, reminds you to be careful with it, and lets you go. All right. The rest of the time passes. You guys can hop on your boat and sail away. Do you tell your brothers about the wish scroll?
Yeah, I imagine so. I don't know why I would keep that to myself.
That'd be very weird to keep it to yourself.
Well, it wouldn't be weird. It would make sense if I would not trust either of them to do something stupid with it, but there's no reason for us to have a mistrust. So yeah, I think as I bring it all back, I would explain everything of what every scroll does that we've done, so that we can have them organized and sorted and everything.
And we found this in Babylon's tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we should tell Claritus about this? Or do you think the kingdom would maybe use it foolishly?
It's so dangerous that I wouldn't trust anyone not to use it foolishly. Who knows what the bounds of this thing are? I mean, I wouldn't trust.
Yeah, we could talk about it. Do you want to? Should we take our final break?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Our party is setting forth on a boat for another town in order to go to a party to steal a magic ring. What ring are you guys going to steal?
Well,
2 magic rings,
right? And a cloak
At
of
least
protection.
Oh, wow. Wow, we're going to steal a bunch of shit.
Listen,
No,
that
we're not
cloak of
just going for
protection
the
is
fire
really
ring.
good, okay?
It's okay.
That +1 to AC, yeah.
Maybe +2.
Maybe +2, maybe +4, who knows, right?
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a prince, so
Prince.
it's probably a really good.
Mm-hmm. So I think to get here, your servants will drive you in your carriage all the way to the river.
Well, I think
The
before
Third River,
we
and-
do this, we need to have like a conversation about what exactly it is we're planning to do and what the goal is and everything, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess we're going to be on the boat having this conversation. Is that fine?
Yeah, I think that we maybe should go first and just make sure we don't want to bring any of these scrolls with us, though.
Yeah, that's that too. We also need to figure out what items we want.
I don't think
Like,
any of the
this-
scrolls are particularly useful.
I think there's some that we should just have on us, though. Like, I would carry a couple of scrolls of detect magic on me. I think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
We
So
can
I'm
keep them
gonna
in
do
the coin pouch, right?
that. I ain't carry a scroll. That's just not. a
Yeah,
bad
the
deal.
scrolls weigh so little, and they're going to be awkward to fit in the coin pouch. You could probably. Yeah, they won't really fit there.
I would
So I'm
just assume
thinking-
that they're like pretty like circular, and you just drop them in.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
take
it's
two
like a piece
scrolls
of
to
paper.
dispel
You roll
magic.
them up; they're about yay thick. It'd be difficult to shove them in the coin purse. It theoretically would work, but in stressful situations, we might call for some dice rolls, and we hate that.
So I've taken 2 on my character sheet, and I've removed 2 from the party sheet of the scrolls
you.
to dispel magic. else
There's
could
no
you
reason
do?
not to have. I imagine if you can carry 1 of a score, you can carry 3 of a score, right? Or I'm gonna take all 3 scrolls of neutralize poison. Why not? Just in case.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Do you think each one of us should have one on our body in case one person goes down? Like, say
Well,
you have all 3 on
the
your
only
body.
person who can use them is you, Anton.
Oh, well
'Cause
then
it's
should
a
I
priest-
have them? I
It's
guess.
a priest spell. Yeah, I think you should
Yeah.
have them.
Wait, not anybody can read from a scroll?
No.
Certain scrolls can be read by anybody. Protection scrolls, protection from paralyzation, protection from gas, protection from petrification. Those can be read by anybody. Otherwise, they have to be read by their dependent class. So wizards read wizard scrolls, clerics read cleric scrolls. Rogues, thieves, do have an ability to read some scrolls. Let's see what it is.
Is that under?
I'm
Are you talking about read languages?
No, they have a separate ability before all that stuff.
I'll take the neutralize poison scrolls. then.
Yeah. You should probably
And-
take the protection from evil as well.
Yep, and the paralysis and the curse.
Ah, here we go. Oh, at 10th level, a thief gains a limited ability to use magical and priest scrolls.
Oh.
So when your thief gets to
I'll
level
take
10,
Flesh to stone.
you can start reading some of these scrolls.
Okay, I'm adding these to my sheet, so I'm removing them from the scroll list.
Yeah. So at level 10, you can read any scroll you want, but there's a 25% chance that you'll do it incorrectly and reverse the spell's effect.
Nice.
Are these going to be weightless, Koibu?
Scrolls?
Yes.
If you get a scroll case in which to carry them, then they'll essentially be weightless because they're so light. But you need like a protected thing to haul them in. You wouldn't just
Okay.
want to like chuck them in your backpack.
So then I will get a scroll case.
Yeah, same.
Sure.
Okay.
How did we ever rule on the How do we get followers for like thieves or fighters or whatever, or?
We will do eventually, I guess.
Scroll case weighs 1 pound. It
Thank you.
costs 2 gold. So if your class gets you followers at certain levels, then yeah, that stuff will sort of happen as we get there. it might be a little awkward and a little bit weird, and the followers might, they'll come in a form that makes sense with the story. It's not just gonna be like people show up at your doorstep one day begging to serve you.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, okay.
All right. So let's assume that we've got these scrolls on us then.
Okay, so the scrolls that I have on me are 3 neutralized poisons, 7 scrolls of remove paralysis, 2 scrolls remove curse, 1 scroll protection from evil, 2 etherealness, 2 scrolls remove. Oh wait, I added remove curse twice. 3 scrolls of remove paralysis and 2 protection for petrification.
Okay, and I've got 4 dispel magic, 1 flesh to stone, and 2 wizard eye.
Okay, I can't read for shit, so.
You have 1 wizard eye and
2.
1 protection from stone.
1 protection from 1 flesh to stone.
Got it.
Stone to flesh, sorry, and 2 wizard eye.
Oh, 2 wizard eye. Okay.
Yeah.
So check the handout of scrolls. Those should be the spells that are left at home. I've removed all the spells that we have. Does that look right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm carrying every candle on me right now. Should I put some of these back? Like.
Yes.
No, I mean, why?
Well, I mean, my coin purse is essentially just full of fucking candles. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Well, no, if it's full.
If you can. Well,
it
I mean,
makes
are there
sense
some
to have
candles
some
we're not going to
candles.
use?
Yeah, probably.
The
know.
midnight
Maybe you
candle
should-
could be very useful.
I think maybe you should keep them all, Stephen, because if you think about it, we've all got magical abilities. Like, we've got scrolls that we can pull out on a pin.
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
you can
sure.
use candles.
They call me the
Yeah.
candle thief. Okay, the thief that uses
Yeah.
candles, not that steals candles. Okay, sounds good. Fine, fuck it.
All right, let's get on a boat.
So, how do we feel about the, I don't want to say blackmail, but the idea of making him fall in love with a prostitute and then she robs him blind over the night? Do we think that's a good idea?
It's an idea for sure, but it's not. I mean, it doesn't work in the party.
Well,
necessarily.
let's back up. Let's think about this, okay? So, up until now, the items that we've taken from these tombs can justify this, as these people are dead. They no longer need them. We're using these items in service of our country. Yeah? This is going to be the first time we're stealing something from a living, breathing person. It could be real ramifications for this person losing their items for whatever reason.
It could be.
Perhaps he has a magic trick with fire that he likes to show party guests. He walks into a fireplace and dies. Is that something that we consider an acceptable outcome for what we're trying to do?
I feel like we want him to know it's gone, so that doesn't happen.
I think he would know that it's gone when he tries to walk near the fireplace, and he could definitely feel the heat this time.
Yeah, but we're guessing. We need to, if we're going to steal from this man, we need to go in with both eyes open. He could very well die looking into the eye of a basilisk or some other creature, or throwing himself into some fire as a result of us stealing these items from him. Is that something
If he wears these every day, he's gonna notice if they're gone. And
Will
if he
he?
doesn't wear them every day, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't notice if your wedding ring wasn't on your finger anymore.
Well, our plan that our little brother Anton here suggested required swapping these
Not
out
little,
with other
middle
Yeah.
brother.
middle brother.
Yeah.
My
No,
little
no.
brother,
So
yeah.
I'm suggesting that we don't swap the rings.
Simply steal the rings.
It's too dangerous to his life to replace them.
But then the lady who we get, if it's a lady, or to steal the rings, they would be suspected and executed.
Yeah. So I think maybe another plan, right? We go to the party. I follow you in invisible. I'll watch him all night. I'll follow him. I'll go into his room with him. And I'll
You
just
take the midnight
rings and leave.
candle.
What does the midnight candle do?
Does it breathe this in?
Yeah, I light the candle in his room. Make sure he's asleep. And then I
He
just
should
take
already
the
be
rings.
asleep. You light the candle, no save. He'll be in a deep sleep, which you can't wake up from. You can take the candles off of his hands and be gone.
The rings off his hands, yeah.
Yeah, the rings off his hands.
We
Maybe.
must remember this is a prince. This won't be like stealing from another noble, right? So it's possible that they'll have wizards and other spellcasters like present. I seriously doubt we'll be able to walk around uninhibited. I would imagine that in a world like this, you can't walk invisibly into like a castle and execute a king, right? They must have some sort of detection spell. Otherwise, everybody would just send invisible assassins everywhere and kill everybody, right?
I agree, but it's a party. There's going to be a lot of people. His wizards, his clerics might even be drinking.
a lot of people are probably going to be doing magic tricks.
I don't even have to be invisible the whole day. Like I could just.
This could just be a
walk
night
off.
thing.
I could walk off at some point in the party and invisibility myself when people are leaving.
Do we how does find item work in the coin purse in extra dimensional space? Have we ever had a
It cannot detect items in extra dimensional space.
Yeah, it would hide it.
okay.
So I take the coin purse with me. I pocket the rings in there.
One thing
we
when
don't-
we're talking about invisibility, I want to recall the penultimate paragraph. Any highly intelligent creature, intelligence 13 or more, or creatures with 10 or more hit dice or levels of experience have a chance to detect invisible creatures. They roll saving throws versus spell. Success means they notice the invisible object. So invisibility is not like a perfect invisibility spell at all times.
Okay, wait.
If
So
you
we've
were
not played this
invisible in a
before.
room with a large party, like, with the things going on, someone might notice you. If it's, super active, probably less likely, but it's
Do you think they
possible
should
that
have to
someone
be
will-
looking for something to notice?
I think it's more like there's maybe like a disturbance somewhere that sort of catches you off guard because it's a saving throw versus spell, or maybe you hear something. And
Okay.
your
No, but just to
brain
be
can't
clear
quite
here, are
recognize
we
it.
saying that any creature with intelligence 13 gets a save to ignore invisibility? To see through it?
Would you be
doesn't-
open to like?
You don't notice like that's where Nick is, but you're like, I think there's an invisible thing nearby.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you be open to like? So you see something shimmering, then they like turn their attention to it. Maybe the shimmering thing's already gone at that point. Like maybe Nick left the room, so maybe they're just like, oh, I don't know what I really saw like at the start.
It's going to be very subjective how it plays
Okay.
out. It's not going to be something clear cut. So you will be able to finagle circumstances to your benefit around it, dependent on your ability to create a situation and lawyer it.
But it's not just like I have an 18 int. I look in this direction. Oh, there's an invisible guy. I see him right now. Get him.
Right.
Probably.
Right.
Okay.
It's more like I have 18 int.
There's
I'm
something
doing my
wrong.
work, and then I look up and I feel like there's something in
Yeah.
here with me, and I'm smart enough to know that invisibility is a common thing.
Got it.
So
like,
do
it could be
people
invisible
with
person.
18 int get a bonus to their save? Do people with 13 int get a negative to the save, or is it just you just need 13 int and
I
you
think
get a
it's
flat
just
save?
13 or higher gets a flat save, or 10 levels or higher. I'm gonna double check the book right now.
Okay, so that could be a plan. We all go to the party. We have this plan in the back of our minds, and then maybe there's another plan. Like, what else could we do? Like, the most obvious plan is get him drunk and just take it.
Well, so whatever we do, we can't. Okay, well let's think of all the things we could do. Okay.
I'm sure that you and oh, you go ahead.
Okay, so we could kill him and take the rings. We could steal the rings. We could buy the rings.
We could play him in a game for the rings.
We could persuade him from the rings. Could gamble for the rings.
but a gamble that we wouldn't lose.
Sure, of course. This is what I'm thinking, right? So we're never killing him. We don't want to kill him ever. Okay.
Clip it.
We could try to. So right now we're talking about stealing the rings, buying the rings, persuading him of the rings, or gambling for the rings. If we try any of these three things, we can no longer steal it afterwards. Because if we do any of
Correct.
these and fail, it will be obvious, right?
Well, the stealing one, depending on how you fail, yes.
No. Well, like if we offer to buy the rings, we can't have him go disappearing a day or two later if he rejects us, because we would be the prime suspects, right?
Correct with that. But if we started out trying to steal them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we had yes, okay, yeah.
We should find out if he is a gambling man, and we could gamble for the rings. Oh,
Let's say he is. How are we going to rig the contest? Because you never want to. We don't want to gamble.
Of
in
course.
actuality, we want to win.
Well, what do we have to stake against his rings? I mean, I have my cloak.
I pat my myriad of magic items and
Yeah, we've got all
scrolls.
sorts of things we could stake.
Okay, we have other things.
I would like to say you had Clertus looking into some other stuff. It turns out he is a man of lecherous means or lecherous tastes, but he is not a gambling man. These are
What?
things that you will
So he is
Clertus
into
will know
them.
for you.
So
What do you mean
he's into
lecherous? Like prostitutions?
Yeah, he's just got like a bunch of what was the appropriate term for
Ladies.
concubine? Ladies, mistresses. He's got some mistresses, and then he, probably
So
some
he's-
things beyond the regular mistresses as well. But he's got like the official side chicks.
So I talked to Cletus, and he is not particularly a gambling man. However, I think anybody's a gambling man if the stakes are enough in their favor.
Yeah, but he's not going to risk his most prized possession.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily true. I know a lot of people that wouldn't gamble anything. It's just not for them, even if the stakes were dramatically in their favor.
Even if it was something, obviously we'd never do this, but even if we came to him and said we would like to gamble our wish scroll for this ring, you don't think he would take that or whatever, even if he was devout anti-gambling? Anybody?
Well, he could. That would mean alerting other people in the room that we have a wish scroll, and this thing sounds.
Oh
to
well,
be
I'm
like,
not. Yeah,
on level
I'm just
of
saying
like a
that
philosopher's stone or whatever, or sorcerer's stone.
I'm just saying that everybody would gamble at some point for something, right?
Well, sure, yeah, but I think that level is out of reach for us. I think.
Sure.
Or we would have to stake too much for that to be worth it.
Yeah.
So if this helps, I think Colour Spray could just knock him out without a save. So if I get a chance to just throw a Colour Spray at him, I think he's just down, and then we can just take them. So if I could get alone with him, I was thinking if I got Forget, I could just get alone with him, Colour Spray him, take them, and then make him forget it and leave up and leave.
But you didn't get Forget.
Yeah, I know. But we could still maybe work. If we can knock him out, we can take them easy. If we can get him alone.
How does etherealness work again? Is that like a better invisibility?
You are actually shifted to the ethereal plane. You can't really see things like you normally would.
But do you see like...
You will see... There are two types of material in the world, basically. Mm-hmm. There is living or once living matter, which we're going to call organic for these purposes. And then there's inorganic matter. In the ethereal plane, inorganic matter is the boundaries of the universe. So like a piece of rock in front of you is just the edge of the ethereal plane for you. It is solid and impassable. Organic matter, like people, just doesn't exist.
Do you see
shadows?
shadows?
On the ethereal
or
plane, no. There's no light, no shadows. On the ethereal plane, you will be able to see like the framework of the building, but you wouldn't be able to see where people are. But if there's like someone walking around with plate mail, you might see like armor there, but you wouldn't see the person.
So in theory, if I look at Imric, if I etherealness you and you knew where his room was, you could get up there. Before the etherealness wore off, you could invisibility yourself, and then steal from there. You would have zero chance of being found out by a guard because you would actually not even be here.
Yeah, can you go in and out of the ethereal plane?
Not that easily, but just Neal, I think you misread invisibility. It says all highly intelligence 13 or more creatures with 10 or more hit die. So I think they have to have intelligence and 10 hit die.
Oh.
What does 10 hit dice mean? What does that mean?
Like level 10.
Oh.
Like a troll has 6 hit dice. Actually, 7 hit dice, technically.
But it doesn't have 13 intelligence.
Right.
So it'd have to be like a level
with
10
or more hit die. Okay, yeah. So it has got to be bigger creatures then. Yeah.
So very strong, smart
Good
person.
Reading.
And technically, you don't actually
sneak up on invisible.
You don't even really have to be invisible if you're going through the ethereal plane, right?
Well, we don't need the etherealness. I think the etherealness kind of adds a little bit of complication.
Well, I was only going to use it if people were going to see you with 13.
Yeah, so I think invisibility would work. Just get in his room. I could even use the ESP medallion to find out where his room is, perhaps.
Does he have to think about it?
Well, he could be thinking about a servant, and the servant's like, oh, I'm going to go to the so-and-so's room. He follows the servant to the room.
Yeah, I could just get it from a servant.
Like, I'm sure servants bring new bed sheets and stuff like that.
We find out where his room is. I sneak up there, wait there invisible. It lasts 24 hours. The problem is, what if he goes to bed with a mistress rather than his wife or something?
Once you're in the room, you light the candle in the room.
The candle,
very
and
easy.
You're done.
Yeah, I know, but what if he's not in his own room?
He must go at the end of the night.
Couldn't you just follow him?
Well, my guess is also going to be that there's going to be guards posted wherever he's sleeping. There must be some sort of especially during a party, right? So, like,
Correct.
if he is going back to a girl's room or whatever, there's going to be guards there. Like, you should be able to find where he's going.
Yeah, if there's guards outside the door, though, that does...
Yeah, that's something you're going to have to consider, too. Because if you knock him out with the candle inside the room, you're going to have to leave that room. You probably have maybe 2 minutes at the most to get out of that room, because you can't breathe in the candle. You'll be sleeping as well.
Question about invisibility, Imric. Can you invisibility 2 people a day?
No, just 1.
Can you invisibility yourself? Okay, hold on. Can you use a scroll while invisible? Or can you cast invisibility while invisible? And will you stay invisible?
We have done in the past, but I think I remember Neal saying something that all spells count as attacks now or something like that. In the past, we've been able to cast spells that aren't attacks.
The spell remains in effect until it is magically broken or dispelled, until the wizard or recipient cancels it, until the recipient attacks any creature, or until 24 hours pass. Thus, the invisible being can open doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, etc. But if he attacks, he immediately becomes invisible, although invisibility enables him to attack first. Note that the priest spells Bless, Chant, and Prayer are not attacks for this purpose, which makes it seem like most spells are attack spells, and that these are the ones being called out as non-attack
So
spells.
we've had
Could I argue-
the same argument for years.
Could I argue
Yeah.
that Nap is not an attack spell because you can only use it on an ally? Like literally in the priest thing, it says like you cannot use it against anybody unless they're a friend.
Okay, so let's say that works, and now I can cast invisibility again.
So you cast invisibility on me. I nap you. You invisibility yourself. Say we went up to his room. Say he's in there. If need be, like say we can't open the door, I could in theory scroll of etherealness you. I think we should just be able to fucking walk through. We should be able to see the rings.
We
On
won't be
him.
able to interact with the rings if we're in the ethereal plane.
We can't.
I don't think so. We'd have to come out of the ethereal plane to do so.
Mm-hmm.
That would get us in.
Think like Agent 47. I mean, we should like follow him around.
Who's Agent
Dress up
47?
From Hitman?
I didn't
That
play
game?
that. But okay.
No, okay.
Oh,
Not
you
like
can always
Solid
just babble
Snake.
on candle out once you get in.
Yeah, I could always teleport Candle out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to save this. I mean, we don't want to use this if we don't have to, but this might be like a
Yes.
good place to use it. Like,
Yeah, I could if I. Depends how well guarded. Like if I can find out where his room is and sneak in there before the party's over, and wait for him,
Yeah.
and that works. But then I can imagine Neal saying that he doesn't come back to his room that night because he goes up to a mistress's.
That's
room or
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really going to know where he's going to end up unless you can figure out that information for sure ahead of time. It's going to be in the prince's palace, so it's definitely going to be guarded. And as you've discussed before, you're probably not going to be able to walk into the palace invisible. There's probably going to be guards, probably some invisibility detection or nullification on the gates. Maybe inside the keep you could walk around invisible. But there might be like, you know, a layer between the ballroom and the inner sanctum that is also warded with some sort of way to break invisibility spells. That would make sense in a protected castle. But this is sort of like one of the outlying castles.
Yeah, he's not a king, right?
I
He's
feel
not
like
a king.
I feel like this is just a feeling. I feel like that a prince isn't going to bring his mistresses around for like a big party. I assume that he would be with his either wife or whoever.
well, we
he's,
could
like-
ask Clartis, how well known is it that he has like a ton of girls? Is this like pretty well known, like an open secret, basically, or?
Well, he has 3 mistresses that live in the keep with him.
Okay, then so yeah, that's not like.
So
a
there's
big
3
deal.
rooms he could go into now. Yeah.
To be a prince. Thing is, we almost want to like go to the party and like scope it out before making the plan. I mean, it wouldn't be unreasonable for us to go to the party and then find time to talk.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We would have to choose our spells ahead of time.
You can choose a new spell every day.
Yeah.
Is this party a one-day affair or a multi-day affair?
The party is a one-day affair, but the prince is going to have the items forever,
Yeah.
right? Until they're stolen from him. So you are not obligated to steal these during the party, but it's just a nice
Yeah.
social excuse
To be there.
to be there, to get to know the guy,
Mhm.
to scope out some of these possible defenses, maybe.
I mean, are we sort of equal nobility to him? Like, it wouldn't be unreasonable for us to invite him to come and do something with us.
We're losers,
That's an issue
and
as
he's
well.
a prince.
I'm sure he would find a convenient reason to not be there, though. You'd have some important duty calling him away,
Yeah.
unless you made friends with him. You know,
Fuck it, let's do it live, Tyrael.
fuck it, we'll do it live. That's my favorite phrase. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Well, don't we have a little? Are we arriving on the day of the party, or do we have a little bit of
No,
time?
we have 2 days, I think, or before.
Yeah.
I would like to specifically say that I have taught my rat to fetch, and now I'm going to be speaking with animals with him, teaching him to fetch rings.
All right. He's learned to fetch. Now he's learning to fetch rings in particular.
That is not another trick, however. I'm just showing him what a ring looks like and telling him like, hey.
Okay, you're not doing a second trick of
no,
rings.
not of
Okay.
rings. No, this is just in his language. I think I should like be able to talk to him and like explain things at some sort of level. Like, if I use speak with animals on him and tell him like, hey, I want you to go grab this, and I point to my ring. Off
Yeah,
of
Pirates
that
of
guy,
Caribbean. This.
Yeah, he can kind of understand.
Yeah.
Ish.
Look at the cheese.
Yeah. I hope. I'll also make a big show of it and show my brothers that my rat can now fetch anything I point at.
Very
Do
nice.
they care?
Quite the magical spell. Well done, brother.
Thank you.
I'm sure this will have a myriad of potential uses.
That's true. It will.
Your confidence is inspiring.
Quite the situation we find ourselves in. I am always looking forward to a party, but I'm feeling like I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself if with all this hanging over us.
Well,
Yeah.
let's do it. You guys arrive in Whalers Bay. Your servants have taken you as far as they could. They drop you off at the Berg River. They take the wagon back. They'll come with you if you want, or at least one servant.
Oh, did Neal just drop?
Uh-oh.
Drop.
You
What
know,
if we just fucking midnight candled the whole room?
And
What
put
if we
every
got-
single person to sleep?
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're back. What if we got some sort of tonic that would like make him really sleepy so that he leaves the party early and goes to bed?
I'm sure
might-
we can buy a sleeping potion from.
So that might guarantee. Well, not even a sleeping potion because that would like immediately send him to sleep, but something that would make him like, oh, I need to go to bed.
Oh my god, hold on. I'm getting a Jimmy Neutron brain
Brain
blast.
blast.
I'm getting a brain blast, okay? How do these Babylon candles look?
They're black, right?
Black candles. Pretty ordinary from the outside.
Okay, oh, hold on. My brain is exploding right now, okay?
Okay.
What if
You're
we
not gonna
did... What?
You're not going to get him to activate the teleport candle. By
No.
mistake. Okay.
No, not that. Oh, wait, I meant the midnight candles. What if we
okay.
do fill the room with, like, 4 of those midnight candles? And get somebody, and then, like, we put it in the day before, and then the servants accidentally light these candles because they don't know or whatever during the party or some shit, and the entire room goes, and we just start stealing everybody's shit. Then the prince
How would
wouldn't
we
know.
not sleep?
We
Yeah,
hold
we'd
our
fall
breath.
asleep.
We know the candles are going to be lit, so we'd hold our breath. We'd have about 2 minutes to act. I imagine.
Is
Hold
that
your breath
fair, Koibu?
for 1 or 2 minutes. We should be able to hold our breath for 1 to 2 minutes.
So you mean that you hide the candles in the room that the party is going to be in? The
Yeah.
candles get lit while the people are there at the party.
Yep.
And then because it fills the room, everyone's going to eventually have to make a save.
Yep. Well,
Uh,
here's a question. If you light 2 candles, would you have to make 2 saves?
no, it's one effect,
1 effect.
regardless of the number of sources. Yeah.
What do the midnight candles look like?
They are I think they're dark blue, like midnight blue.
Feels too risky, man. That many people. Like, what happens if like somebody's not in the room and then walks in halfway through our?
Well, the person stealing
also
could
the-
be invisible, so no, they'll just one guy will just
Yeah,
be
you would be
slipping off
invisible,
like random
stealing.
rings and shit from people.
And if you really wanted to, so say the wizards are like, oh, we need to cast and visit. We need to find those rings. You put them in your extra dimensional space. They can't be found. I think you can even argue that you could get more air by breathing out of the thing.
do we breathe in the bag, like an asthma bag? We should be able to do that.
You should be able to because Nevitz was allowed to stay in the bag.
That
for
is
hours.
true.
That
And
is
for
true.
hours.
So if Koibu's like, I need you to roll a con save, you just say, I breathe in the bag. You get your air back. You put the things in, and then you put your little coin purse away and just fall asleep. Just everybody wakes up and nobody knows what the fuck.
Yeah, once we've stolen, we can just wake up with everybody else.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well, that sounds like a pretty fucking clever idea.
But the
Midnight
problem,
candles will fill a 10 by 10 by 10 cube every round, so you would need to make sure that everyone would be affected within the first round. Otherwise, there'd be a minute of people being like, "Why is everyone falling asleep? Holy shit!"
Yeah.
and like utter chaos. So if you could get it in a way that a candle would be within 10 feet of any person, and then you could get them all lit on the same round.
we'd have to do
Well,
this
this
in
is
like a smaller room. We'd have to light them in a coordinated manner.
Well, what if there's a dinner table? We could
Sure.
get ahead to the dinner table ahead of time. Put candles
That would
on the
actually
table.
probably work. If there's
Yeah,
a big
well-
dinner, you put the candles around the table.
The big problem is going to be is people making saves. I think that just ruins this whole plan. I think.
It would. However,
do
he could be
fucking like the
invisible
idea,
and he could
though.
still grab it though.
Well, but like if you see like people's hands being raised and rings being set
But-
off, like the people that are awake are gonna be like, "Oh shit, hold on, somebody's fucking her shit up."
No, they wouldn't. I don't think. I think they would be too like freaked out by what's going on. So like if everybody's like falling asleep around you, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna be looking at like somebody's hand being moved and a ring being grabbed. Because like a hand isn't gonna be like thrown up in the air and like a ring taken off like that. It'll probably be like a small like little action where he like pulls the finger up, grabs the ring, and goes. That's probably unseeable, and it would be such chaos that everybody would be like they wouldn't see that. That would be something you wouldn't see.
Okay, so what?
Oh, we could
how do
just
I
start
get
burning
that
like
first one?
all these motherfucking candles. Actually, we could burn the midnight candles, and then we could just burn a gray candle as well, because that fills a 40-foot cube with mist, limiting vision of 5 feet, so they wouldn't even be able
Yeah.
to see.
So we could do different types of candles. We could do like a gray candle in the middle,
Uh-huh.
which would nobody can fucking see anything. We know that the prince is at the head of the table or whatever. The midnight candles are putting people to fucking sleep.
And then everything else is blinding the room, so nobody could see what's going on.
Yeah.
The mist candle makes it harder for us to do our job, though.
Nah,
you know
because
where
we
he
would
is.
see everything in advance. We would be cognizant of the room and know where people are and shit. Yeah.
And you take like a mental note.
but how do we make sure that the servants don't light the candles ahead of the dinner?
Okay, wait, hold on. We're stretching these items to their limits. Could we light one of these candles, place it in the bag of holding, and then during dinner take out the bag, open it, and all the smoke comes out? Can we?
100%.
Do you want to leave a burning candle inside the bag of holding?
No.
Why not? I don't know. What would it do?
Well, we don't have to
I
leave
don't-
the candle.
I
we can
mean-
just catch the smoke in the bag.
It's magical smoke, right? So it emanates from the candle, fills an area, and if it's separated from the candle, will fade again, right?
Oh,
It
okay,
needs
okay,
to be within like the generation area.
And then we'd lose our gas mask as well. Yeah.
You don't have the ignite or extinguish spell, do you, Nick?
No.
No, it's a shame.
Damn shame.
Yeah. Spell
I mean, I could
casting
try and
time
light it,
1, you can set
It was
light
in
of
the
light,
book.
ignite
right?
as many candles and torches as you need.
Was it in the book,
Wasn't that
Koibu?
Which book? The
Quartz Gallop
Owl-
Sting. Affect normal fires, is that the one?
no,
No.
extinguish. No, this is one of them newfangled spells that's been added to the list.
Yeah, but is it potentially in Al Kaizir's spellbook?
It is not in that spell book.
Okay. No, so that's no good. I can't
Okay,
use my magic
question.
spell mail, so.
Can we just buy a scroll of like that, and then he can just read it or something like that?
If you can find a wizard that has
The
a
crown?
9th level wizard with that spell, they will be able to make a scroll of it, but I don't know if you have enough time.
Could we ask
I think it's the
Claritus, like,
issue.
if they had one lying around or something?
I mean, we're already on the boat, though, aren't we?
Guess now, yeah.
I mean, this discussion is sort of happening over the couple of weeks. We could have said you tried to do this ahead of time.
Yeah, the whole point of me
but-
talking now before we get there was to make sure that we knew what we were doing before we leave. I
Yeah.
did explicitly say that, yeah, so that we knew what was going on. Yeah.
I really like this midnight candle on the dinner
I like
table.
that idea a lot.
It would make a cool scene. We just got to work out a way of.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just
Like
trying to
candles.
maximize for my thieving experience because if I can steal from every motherfucker there, I'm
You
gonna
could,
walk out of there
yes.
level 15 goddamn rogue, okay?
No,
and then
you
I'll
can
never
only
fail
level
to
up
pick one.
once. You can only level up once in a session, so you could get to like 1 XP from the second level.
Oh, okay.
So you could go from like
So-
4 to 5, and then 1 XP away from 6.
We asked Claritus then. We really need this scroll in order to do this next mission. Is there any way that the crown can get us it in a timely manner?
What scroll do we need again?
Ignite. Or
Ignite.
extinguish, it's called.
Extinguish? What is that gonna allow us to do?
Ignite will set aflame any small fire yet to be lit. Candles, torches, lanterns, braziers, or small campfires that
Oh.
can be ignited. The reverse has no component. Yeah.
There's a lot of these like spells that seem pretty shitty on the outside, but then you'll find very niche uses for them. Let me see.
So I could just snap
So the
my
problem
fingers
with
and do it.
scrolls is that you can't just like make them on the spot. They usually require special ingredients and components, and depending on what they are, they might
Yeah.
take a while.
Yeah, but we
I
don't
would-
need a scroll. I just need somebody to write the spell down, and then I can try and learn it.
Or that?
How well known?
Oh, well that's easy. You could get a copy of this spell to try and learn on your own.
So I
for
mean,
sure,
let's try and
guaranteed.
do that, right?
Yeah,
least
I was
try
gonna
that.
say like this might be a spell that's just lying around, anyways, because like the queen has dinner parties. It's probably a cool trick to just light every candle, stuff like that.
It's a super useful spell for a wizard who comes into his apartment and doesn't want to go around like fussing.
Yeah.
You just fucking snap your fingers. There's light.
How well known are like magical candles? Does like everybody know about these, or not these
No,
ones in
they're
particular?
extremely rare. Babylon is known for his candles because he's the only person who really has ever made magical candles.
Gotcha.
Before.
So like a normal thing, like a normal person wouldn't be like, oh man, I wonder if this candle is magical. That wouldn't be a thought even in like a prince's like thing generally. Yeah.
No. The magical candles are exceedingly rare.
Babylon made some insane shit. This guy
Yeah, it's a pretty
was
crazy
a real
guy.
motherfucker. Can you learn it?
Okay, yeah, can I try and learn it now? Can I get a scroll?
Yeah, as long as you've got the spell slots available. The
Please,
like
Nick.
9 spells per level.
I mean, I definitely.
Nick, can you please refresh your roll 20? I can tell you're on the bad
we need
seed.
you to refresh.
We need you to refresh your roll
You're on
20.
a bad seed.
Nick, you're on a bad seed.
I've refreshed it. It's refreshed. Should I refresh it again, or do you think?
Refresh it one more
you're
time.
on-
You didn't actually refresh
Okay,
it.
one more.
Okay, one more time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Roll low.
I did 6 days of spell learning before, so I've still got time, right, Neal, to do this. Because the boat trip is like 8 days.
Yes, you'll have 2 free days before. You have literally 2 days.
Okay, wait, so then before we sail, or before you roll for this, because once you start rolling, we're pretty committed to being on the boat, right? Otherwise, we could make meta decisions about what to do based on if you learn this or not, yeah?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, so where we're at right now, I feel like we took a detour.
This is such a great plan, though. I think it's a great idea.
So, okay, the dream execution of this plan would be somehow we have a servant bring out like a tray or like candles or whatever during the dinner. The food is all set or whatever. Servants come out, they light the candles, and then as that happens, the 3 magical candles are lit basically. Like we have one of those sleep candles at each end of the table to fill the whole room, the smoke candle in the middle. People start going to sleep. There's a smoke that fills the room. Nobody knows what's going on. And then I'm guessing me would go around while invisible, stealing rings off of everybody. Where do we go from here? Let's talk about the perfect version of this plan first, so that we can catch potential
wait.
hangups.
When do I cast the invisibility, though?
After the 5-foot smoke clears.
Because I cast Ignite. I click my fingers and cast Ignite. All the candles go on. People
Okay.
start falling asleep immediately.
What do we
need to
do
be
if
invisible at that point?
What do we do if the prince passes the save?
You steal every other ring, and we come back to the prince at that point.
What do you mean we come
he'll
back
have to
to
save.
the...
He'll have to save again, right, Neal? If he's still in the smoke.
If he's still in the smoke,
He was saying
probably-
it's a single...
Each round, I think, provokes a save.
Oh, shit. Is it
Right.
each round?
Yeah.
Is it?
So unless he
Those who
like
inhale the vapors
immediately.
from this oil must save versus spell or fall asleep for 2d6 turns. Yeah, if they stay within the effect for additional rounds, they will have to continue to save against it as long as they're in the area.
We said a round
So
is
he'd have
1
to-
minute, though, right?
1 minute.
Right.
Yeah, but think about it. People start falling asleep. He's not gonna like leave the room. He's gonna like go.
He's
up
gonna try to
the
wake
wife.
him up. He's gonna, well, yeah. Or people are gonna crowd him or something.
Well, what does
Yeah.
the midnight candle look like? The smoke that comes off of this, is it going to be noticeable, or...
You've never burned it, but if it's filling an area with smoke, it probably is going to be somewhat noticeable.
Is he going to zazz on us and just jump out
So,
the...
let's say he passes the save. If he passes the save,
We
you don't
kill him.
fuck with him at all. You just steal every other fucking ring, and we move on. And
Next,
we'll
he
come
passes
back
the
to him
save.
later.
He's awake and he watches you do it. I know.
No, because we
He's invisible.
fill the... Yeah.
Do you
Correct,
really want
you-
to steal from everyone? Like I know you want to do it for the XP, but like
No.
But
Oh,
they
no.
also
I'm sorry.
have magical rings as
I half meme that. The reason why it'd be nice to steal from everyone is then we get rid of the focus on stealing from the king's rings or something, right? So that it just looks like a general thief rather than like it's targeting the king.
Also,
Okay.
we
Or the
might
prince, the
accidentally
prince.
get other good rings. But
Potentially, yeah.
And so what? Once it's done and we've got the stuff we want, do we just succumb to the candle and fall asleep?
Well, so now here's like the next part of our plan. Okay, wait. So I'm just jotting this down. So ideal is servants or somebody sets up candles during dinner. Everyone is in an affected area, right? Nick uses scroll to light all candles. Most people fall asleep, including the prince. What are we doing if he? We're really hoping, because if he passes like 2 or 3 saves, we're pretty
Yeah,
fucked.
the chance of him even passing 1 is going to be like.
What is the save here?
It's going to be like he'll need like a 19 or an 18.
Really?
Probably. Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm assuming he's level 1, which he probably is.
So let's just go down 2 paths. He fails the save. You steal other rings and you don't fuck with him.
But the thing is,
No, if he
only
passes
one of
the
us
save,
can
yeah.
have the coin pass.
Yeah,
only
that's
one
what
of
I'm
us can have the coin pass.
Yeah.
So eventually, everyone without the coin purse is going to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the only one with the coin purse can be the one stealing the rings as well.
Sure. Well, okay. So let's go past it then. So we say most people fall asleep, including the prince. Rogue will steal lots of jewelry,
Yes.
including the prince's rings.
Correct.
Everyone will awaken. So here is our real problem. The problem after this is that they're going to want to do a thorough search of everybody to find the rings. Then we're fucked. How do we avoid this?
Well, then you just hide the coin purse.
Hide.
I have a plan.
How do we
I
hide?
have a plan.
Yep.
You Babylon candle out. You Babylon candle back in. You put the coin burst somewhere outside of everywhere,
No,
and you
we
Babylon
can't
candle
use-
back in.
We can't use 2 of those candles.
No. It doesn't use the whole candle. It only uses a little bit of some
Depends
of
on
the
how far you
candle.
travel.
Depends on how far you travel. So you could, in theory, travel enough to, like, let's say, use like 0.25 of a candle, and then you come back.
Minimum
and
is
use 0.25.
1 inch burn.
Oh.
You got
Um,
6 inches on one and 3 on another.
Okay.
Okay, so you could, in theory, then use
2 inches of the candle.
2 inches of one candle. Yeah, and we would have, I don't know, it's like fucking 7 uses left.
Is
The
there not somewhere
one-
we can hide the coin purse?
What?
Like, there's going to be shitloads of jewelry missing.
Yeah, well,
No one's
this
gonna,
is-
like, check inside your boot for
Well-
like 5 necklaces. And
No, I would
10
imagine they
rings.
would check thoroughly everything, knowing that
Probably.
extra dimensional bags exist. Probably.
Yeah, so
Bags
that's
are
how
in
you
the-
get the bag out. Is you teleport out, teleport back in.
Well, one thing we need to consider is I would imagine certain areas, especially royalty areas, probably have blocks on teleports going in or out. That would be my guess. We should know this, Koibu. Is that normal?
An invulnerability to teleportation is more difficult than it seems. That's extremely difficult to do. It's not known if that's on that keep, but you would not expect it.
Oh, okay.
High ass level magic.
Couldn't you
So-
just throw it out of a window?
No.
No. So I think using the Babylon candle's fine. I think using the items that we get is really good. We have so many right now, so I think like using 2 inches or even an inch, like
Okay,
3 inches.
but
Yeah,
that is
the
like the
only
best.
the only thing
That is like the best item we've got.
Yeah,
to be
okay,
fair.
yeah, I agree with what you're saying, and that like we shouldn't be hoarding these items like dipshits
Correct.
playing an RPG. However, because of the rarity of candles, and we've already looted
Yes.
the candle makers, we're probably never getting these again. And this is a
Correct.
godlike item, I think. Probably this is
Yes,
easily the
it
best
is.
item we've gotten. Yeah.
I won't
And
be able
this
to
is-
teleport until level 9.
And this is
Oh,
also
right,
like,
right.
so we're talking about 2 inches. Well, we'll have 7 more uses of those candles. I think that 2 inches is fine to use for this scenario, unless you can think of another way to get the bag out. 100%.
Well, so yeah, we can use this if we absolutely have to. But can we think of anything else?
Can you not just swallow it?
The bag?
the bag.
A coin purse, that's
No.
small, right? How big's a coin purse? Like this
Okay,
big?
your body is going to deteriorate the bag, and everything is going to be lost.
Well, hold on. Snake Plissken hid cigarettes in his stomach in Metal Gear Solid 1. He did. He swallowed the cigarettes in his stomach and he transported them to Shadow
Exactly.
Moses.
What about
Cigarettes are not a bag.
I just find it hard to believe that guards are gonna like strip search the nobility.
Well, I mean, when there's that many items missing, I'm sure
Yes.
the nobility would submit themselves to the search.
To a
because
search.
you have to keep in mind, some of what we're stealing are literally going to be family heirlooms and shit. Like,
Yeah. Wedding rings.
they're not going to let people just walk away like, oh, well, goodbye. I guess somebody stole their shit, right?
Okay, so I taught my mouse. I don't think we want to put our lives in a fucking mouse.
We're not.
I
He's
don't
not
think
carrying
so.
a fucking bag away. Wait, here's a question. Is the coin purse magical?
Yeah.
So somebody casting Detect Magic even on people would see the coin
Would
purse would
see
become
it.
immediately apparent.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna have a shitload of magic stuff on us. So if anyone casts Detect Magic, we're gonna flash up like.
Yeah, but I imagine a
lights.
lot of these people are going to have magical shit on them, right?
Probably not as many as us.
Maybe not quite as many, but we don't have to bring
Okay.
we don't have to bring everything to the party as well.
I
right?
don't have any spells that can help us get the coin purse out.
I don't have any spell. Okay. Come on, guys, think. Use your brains.
I already brain blasted with the Babylon candle.
You ready? I already brain blasted with the sleep and fog candle. Nick, it's your turn to have a brain blast. Do balloons exist in this world?
That's some.
Can we tie the bag to a balloon outside a window and let it float away and get it later? Is there anything equivalent to like a balloon or a drone or a bird or something that we can like put it in the window and fly it away or some shit?
No, legitimately, why not just throw it out of a window?
Because it lands somewhere.
Carry some things of weight.
Like if it lands to some dumb place or something stupid or... That feels like we're introducing... Right now, we have very little risk in this plan. Risk or chaos. That sounds like introduction of a lot of potential chaos.
Correct.
The biggest risk is somebody coming into the room whilst we're doing it.
Well,
I think...
A guard or something.
That's not a risk because you only have 5 feet of vision because the smoke is fucking everything up, so...
Okay, yeah, true.
One thing that I could do to make sure that the prince does not leave the candle area, I could hold person him.
Wait, that sounds...
And he could not move. You could just steal the candle, and he would
The only thing I don't like about that is that now the prince knows that he is being specifically targeted.
Yeah, and he knows that he might see you casting the spell, because if you can see him to cast it, he can see you casting a spell.
Correct.
It's true.
And then that looks very fucking suspicious all of a sudden.
Yeah, so I think that Babylon Candle out with the thing makes it 100% that we don't get caught at all. You store it in the little area that we've already had. We can come back and get it later.
Well, like just to our in room or something.
I wouldn't even put it in the in room. I might like...
Well, we don't want to go too far.
No, yeah, it would be like in our horse's pouch or something. I don't know. Like hidden somewhere on our carriage to get the fuck out, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I do think that would work. I'd rather not waste the candle, but...
Wait, what would work to move it? How?
Just
Candle
to teleport. I mean, I think just teleport into the in room, hiding it under the bed.
Well, yeah, we know this works. We don't have to talk about this. We know this works.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Well, we've thought... I mean, I don't have anything that I can do it.
Thank Carter. Brain blast, Nick. We need one from you.
My whole thing's a brain blast, like. It doesn't come in blasts for me, mate. It's just waves. Long waves. There is like spells to hide things in extra dimensional pockets, but
I don't have
I'm
them.
gonna be
Yeah.
able to cast them. Yeah.
If you scroll of ethereal into something and you leave it on the ethereal plane, can you come back and get it later?
Eventually, the etherealness spell will wear off, and it will just rematerialize where it was left.
What it was.
Yeah.
When they search us, when we come back, we can't have that black candle on us, right? So we would have to waste an extra inch as well, right?
It would be weird to have a bunch of candles on you.
Correct, yeah. You waste the extra inch.
So we would be using 3 inches of
so
the black
we would be
candle.
using 3 inches, yes.
Or 1/3 of our total teleports. That might only leave us with like one more teleport. Like if we need to get
If we
somewhere,
have to
like,
go
say-
far, potentially, yeah.
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 Or in theory, you don't even have to waste the extra black candle. You could just it would have to be hidden somewhere in the keep, which would be very fucking hard to get A, the bag out with us, and B, the candle out with us.
Damn. This might be we might think on this for a week.
I'm just not convinced that we'd get searched that thoroughly.
We must, Nick. Come on, how not, dude? You're in an area where
On the way in or out?
millions of gold worth of jewelry just gets stolen? You think they're just gonna let everybody leave?
Yeah, but under what authority do they search us?
Under the prince's authority. We're literally the prince's place. How could he not have authority? Plus, I'm pretty sure every other noble there would be unified in their desire to have everybody searched.
Do you think?
How not?
To, like, to strip search them?
Not
God.
strip search, but cast like detect
Okay,
magic
yes,
and then search their like clothes and everything, right? Like
They're gonna turn every bag inside.
yeah,
out,
100%.
guaranteed.
You're not gonna be able to walk out with your boots on you,
Okay,
right?
so
Yeah.
you get some like lead-lined underwear and shove it in your underwear. Or some shit
Koibu,
like
how
that.
does withdrawal work? If I were to withdraw, it says I have So everybody gets 1 round, and I will do 2 rounds as they do 1 round. Will I just like zoom around the fucking area? I can type it in chat if you want.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Nice.
While but 1 round of time passes for those not affected by the spell, the priest is able to spend 2 rounds, plus 1 round per level in contemplation.
What if we did something
Similarly,
to make it
withdrawn
look...
caster cannot walk or run, become invisible, or engage in actions other than thinking, reading, and the like.
Garbage. So.
You know, what if we did something to make it look like it was the work of outside forces,
Like what?
some wizard teleporting in and putting everyone to sleep and stealing all the items and fucking off?
Who would we frame and how would we do it?
Mistreya or...
They're still going to search you. It doesn't matter.
I would not be comfortable. My heart would be racing the entire time we're there if our whole plan is, please, God, don't let them search us. And if it got to a point where they started
100%.
searching people, we're going to have to we're fucked. We're totally, completely fucked.
Okay, what if we did this?
What if you just shove the rings up your ass?
Tyrael is a god Tyrael's a god at climbing, right?
That's
So
the
what if-
only fucking thing I can do, yeah.
Okay. Can't you climb into the keep, invisible, come in with your bag, you're invisible, steal everything, and just leave, and you would never come to the party?
And it would just be you two?
And it would just be us 2 at the party. You would be the one sneaking in. We can even open a window because we're on the inside. Now, that would be assuming that windows fucking open, which I'm sure there is one that has to open somewhere. There's some way we could get you in somehow.
Now he's
It
going
would
to
have
sneak
to-
into the keep invisible, which...
It would have to not be through the front door, correct? I would assume that like a detector would be like near the front, not just at a random window.
Just feels like adding more risk.
Well, you don't want to use the candle. I'm fine with it.
Okay, the only thing that this would leave us captive to is a fucking climbing check, which mine is at 85.
Correct.
Okay.
But
Hear me out.
If that failed, I could do a rope.
because what would make sense, this is the only way to not get searched, potentially.
Correct.
Is, hold on, okay, I'm borrowing from, I don't know if this was Nick's Brain Blast or MrMouton's Brain Blast, okay? We're blasting together, okay? If I'm not even at the dinner, because I imagine maybe not every person will go to the dinner, maybe some will linger in the outside or not want to eat, or maybe there's a reason to leave or something. Nick can cast invisibility on me out there. You guys can go to the dinner or whatever, light the candles and all that shit, open a window. I'll climb up invisible while everything is fucked, go in, steal all the shit, climb out and leave. And then when you guys start waking up, everybody in that room will have to be searched. But there's no way they could assume that somebody from outside the room had stolen shit.
Correct.
And that's where I would
You don't
be.
even have to come to the party.
The only thing
Helsey,
is
I'm inside the
I
keep.
need to get inside the keep.
Inside
Well, I
the
could just
keep. Okay, yeah.
walk in with you guys, just invisible. Because it lasts for 24 hours, right?
Yeah, well, the issue is if they have invisibility detectors coming into the keep, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
That's
but
the
we
big
could
issue.
we could say that you're feeling ill and not coming to the dinner, and you're locked
We
in
could say
your
that you
room.
leave early and you're feeling ill, so you go outside and leave. He
No, you don't
casts
even have to.
invisibility on you.
Does he even need to go outside to leave? He couldn't just be in his room, invisible.
Is he going to be in keep? Sorry.
Like, so we all go in the keep. We all get there
Correct.
the night before or something, or earlier. in
Or are
the
they
day.
letting us stay in the keep?
I mean, they probably would if we asked.
Well, then that's easy. Then we don't
And
need.
then-
Yeah, he could just stay in his room ill. Then he has free reign over the fucking place, invisible, climbing everywhere.
Fuck, it sounds really bad if I say I'm sick, I don't want to go to dinner, and then everybody's shit gets stolen during the dinner.
I don't think it does.
You don't think so?
I think you're thinking that it's too. But actually, though, I mean, why not just swallow the rings? Like that wouldn't that legit work?
So
You don't
I
get
would
steal
assume when
loads,
you cast
steal
detect
load
magic
too.
on somebody, you can probably see the magic inside them.
Detect
I would
magic
assume.
specifically calls what it's blocked by, so we can look
Uh-huh.
up the answer to this problem.
Yeah.
What if you do locate object on it?
True. Yeah. Okay.
So
I
like,
suppose that would work. Yeah.
yeah, they'll be like, okay, well, we can't detect magic on anybody. Let's just locate the prince's ring. We know what it looks like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
If I can... Okay, hold on, I don't know how meta this is. When I make a climb check, my climb check is made to see if I have the skill to climb a certain thing. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Could I just try to climb it, and then if I can climb it, then I pass the check and I'm done, and I go back and I know I should be able to climb and unclimb
But if you
it.
fail it, you can't ever climb it. until
Sure,
it's-
I know, but at least we would know
We know ahead
beforehand.
of time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so,
So-
if you show up ahead of time, you try and climb it in similar situations, or like in the amount of time that you would have to climb it, under the operation, you could pass your check ahead of time
And know
have
that
it
I
be
can climb
reliable
it.
at the
And
given
know.
moment.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then at the
Okay.
last resort, we could use the Babylon candle if you can't climb it, for example, or something like that.
Okay. So
Wow.
how do we get to the point where there's not already candles burning on the table when everyone comes down to sit for dinner? Because I was thinking
Tyrael
like,
comes in, replaces the candles, invisible as well,
before the dinner.
before the dinner. So Tyrael does two things then. He comes in invisible, swaps the candles out with his bag of holding. Dinner starts. You ignite the candles with the spell you're gonna fucking learn this session.
Yeah, okay.
That shit happens. Tyrael fucking yoinks from everybody, leaves. Done's it,
But-
right?
You walk into a room for a fancy dinner. The candles
Correct.
are already lit. They're not lit once everyone's sat down.
Okay, I don't know how weird we can do this. This might be possible, okay? Can we tip these candles with real ones? And then have it burn down?
Oh.
So, like, for instance, can we add wax on top of the candle? If we go to a candle maker, he should know, oh, well, this would be about 5 minutes of burn on a candle. So we know that this dinner is going to take an hour or 2 or 3, right? It's a formal dinner. It's not going to be over 20 minutes. So we add maybe 20 minutes of wax to the candle. I place the candles. Servants come in, they light them. And then maybe in an hour or in 30 minutes or however long we added the wax for, then it'll burn down to the magical...
We could test this with our ever-burning candles as well.
We could test this beforehand even to make sure that it works, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
You
a
can
good
find
idea.
a chandler in either Wickthron or Renta or any of these other towns.
We wanted to be in Wickthron or Renton, not there, I think.
That is a good idea, though.
Yeah.
Okay, but then we
This
have...
is we've
So
introduced...
can we test that then?
So, describe to me a test.
We'll take our ever-burning candle.
Uh-huh.
I would assume an ever-burning candle.
wait.
We've seen them before.
Actually, even
What?
easier than that. What about that one illusory candle? Does that ever burn down, or is that infinitely
It
burn?
never has burned down. So yeah, we could try that.
Koibu?
What he says is true.
Yeah, then we can add wax
it-
to that and test it. And then as soon as the purple smoke fills, we know that it works, right?
Yeah, and if you think about the kind of candles that would be on a fancy dinner table, they'd be like really long. They wouldn't be 6 inches. So actually, this plug would be less suspicious if the candle was like 10 or 11 inches long anyway.
Well, we wouldn't want it that long because we'd want it to burn down, right?
Well, no, I mean, it depends how long. Yeah, I guess they'd only light them like 20 minutes before. But
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I feel like
Okay,
that
we'll
works.
try that. We'll try it with the illusionary candle. We tell them we want 10 minutes of, well,
Burn or whatever. And then can we
10
test that and
minutes
see
of
if it
burn.
works?
So you bring this purple candle to a chandler, and you're like, "Hey, can you extend this a little bit longer?"
I put 4 gold on the table.
This is my nephew's favorite purple candle. We're doing a fun trick for a birthday party. Just curious if you can add wax to this candle before it burns down to the purple part.
Of course, of course.
Okay?
And he will do it within 4 hours that day.
Okay, he does it. We light the
You
candle
put 4
outside.
gold on the table. You said, Mr. Moon.
Yep. I'll
All
take
right,
it off.
subtract 4 gold from the character sheet, and yeah, it'll work just as expected.
Oh,
It'll burn
shit.
down through the normal wax, and
And
then it'll continue on down for the rest of the candle.
Okay, so we got to make sure that the wax we add is the same color as the
Yes.
midnight candles.
We can
So
do
now
that.
we're gonna bring in our new
We'll-
candles.
We all go in and say we want to stay the night before, right? Because there's no nice inns in town. We'd
Stay
like
the
to
night at the
in
keep? Yeah, there might be
Yeah.
people doing that, yeah.
They
We all
probably
stay
will be.
there.
We're the
The next
queen's
day
honored
when the
guests.
dinner-
Don't forget.
Yeah, when the next day we say Tyrael's ill, he's not coming. And then when I'll cast invisibility on you, you're not actually in your room, you're just pretending to be in your room. You watch us when we all go into the dinner. You wait like 10 minutes or whatever, you sneak in, you steal the things, then you go back to your room.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Can we add the stuff to the candles?
Wait, yeah,
Yes.
well, yeah.
Well, how long do we want added?
Yeah,
20
that's what I'm
minutes?
thinking. There's like, this is a lot, because if those candles are lit like 24/7, my guess is going to be, this is stuff we should know being nobility. For what's normal, at least in the capital, when nobles, servants are coming out and preparing dinners, I imagine they probably set tables some number of minutes ahead of time. Is it customary that like the candles and everything will be lit? Probably not all day, right? Maybe like an hour ahead of time, 30 minutes ahead of time. What is the...
Yeah, depending on the location, 10, 15 minutes before the dinner starts, the candles will be lit. There will be nothing served out until all the guests have arrived and been seated. Once everyone's been seated, the guests will come out, or the servants will come out and place food before everyone in like a synchronized fashion, so everyone's being served simultaneously. So, you know, the amount of time before people arrive when the candles are lit there's gonna be some variation.
Let's add an hour of burn time for the extra stuff. That way, worst case scenario, you have to stand around for a little bit.
Or actually even an hour and a half, maybe. This my understanding, this dinner should last minimum 2 to 3 hours.
Dinners are long, I would assume.
These type of formal affair,
courses.
multi-course.
So you're going to be at a party, so there's going to be dancing, there's going to be music, there will be a dinner component to the party. Depending on the party style, the dinner could easily be an hour, could easily be 3 hours. If they want to do more like dancing and music, maybe the dinner will only be an hour long. It's possible, depending on the nature of the party, that dinner might be as short as an hour. It'd be rare to have it less than that.
So let's add an hour then. Let's say 20 minutes before everybody gets in there. Food's out probably 10 minutes later. So then it would be 20 minutes of eating. And then the stuff will start going and you start stealing.
Sure, I'll know when to start because once the candles and everything
Smoke
go
will
off,
change.
you'll open a window or whatever and I'll see the smoke or something, right?
Once the candles and stuff go off, I can open a window.
How do I know when to go up?
Can't you just stay up there, invisible?
Oh,
We're not gonna know when the candles start going off. Like the first thing we're gonna know is when we have to make a save versus spell.
We 100% will know. We'll see the smoke change.
no, we won't.
Oh, we won't because it'll see the same color. Yeah. So
Okay, wait. I don't know how finite you can do this, but if you could get the smoke on the we're going to the best candle maker guy in town. If you could get the smoke on the thing that fills the room, if that candle could burn down like maybe 30 seconds early, then you'd have a warning to know when to hold your breath because you know that the other two candles are gonna hit.
You're not going to be able to refine it to that level of detail, because what if they light which candle first?
Yeah,
you know?
true.
It might take them-
Never mind.
So there's a chance that you
could just fall asleep.
If anyone's gonna pass the save versus spell, it's gonna be me or Anton probably. So there's a chance
but I
that one
think
of
you
us
should
will
just
pass
be in the
save.
room ready.
Yeah, I could just be in the room the whole time, maybe. I think we're gonna spend a lot of time thinking about this over the next 2 days before.
Yeah, I can also prepare like no time, so I can, I guess, know exactly how long the candles have been burning. Maybe I could have went in and seen like the servants start to light them, and then we can like make a gesture or something. But yeah.
Okay.
Either way,
Yeah.
Nick, it's time to roll your check to see if you learned the spell.
Well, it doesn't actually matter in this plan because the servant's gonna light this candle anyway.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you want to learn it or not?
I still want to learn it.
Yeah, it's a good
Because
spell.
we've got all
though.
these magic candles. Like,
It seems like it'd be good to be able to light them.
Well, I failed it. so
Okay.
there you go.
You didn't fucking refresh, did you? You lied about it.
That's a good point, Neal. Can I refresh and try again?
No.
You didn't refresh.
No, I did. I refreshed twice.
You didn't. I don't think you did.
I did. I swear to you.
Problem is that he refreshed twice.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you should
god!
have
I didn't.
reset
I
it.
only told you to refresh twice. I didn't think you did the first time. Now you reset it back to the. Well, you have 2 days to learn it, right? Does that mean you get to roll another time, or do you have to roll a 1d2 now?
Nah, I gotta level up now.
Oh my
The
god.
D2 to see how long it takes him to do. And you will have enough time to see the chandler to add on wax to your candles, but then you got to catch the boat, and then it'll take
Yes.
one more day, and you will arrive the day before the party
Okay, so we arrive and
in
go straight to the keep
Kirschwick.
to get settled in.
This is
Can we
on
allow-
July what? 28th or 27th or what?
You
When was
will
it?
arrive on
The
July 31st at
That's today.
Kirschwick. The party is the night of August 1st.
Okay.
Can we see Steve's climbing check?
Wait, what? Hold on. We're not at that part yet, right? I think we're at like the end of our episode, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just want to know for the next episode if you're gonna be able to climb the fucking wall so I can think of more shit.
We'll see. We have to write down all of this shit to get this 100%
This is gonna
in
be
line.
good.
All
Do,
right.
do we
well,
need to
we
have a
will
call
see.
to talk this out?
Okay.
Okay.
I brought us out of
We'll
the...
also let you guys decide if you want to continue discussing it or not. But we'll wrap our session here, and we'll come back next week with a little more Tombs of Scoria and a solution to this puzzle.
True. Before we end, I've got 2 questions for Koibu. If you ever want to leave Koibu questions, it's one of the tiers on the Patreon. If you guys go to the Patreon and subscribe, you get to ask any of us questions at the end of an episode. For Koibu, how do you, as a DM, keep specific tones going for a serious scene when you have players making jokes/bantering? Or I guess in general, what do you do if you have players who you feel like the tone is clashing a little bit with something that you're trying to set up? Are you more hands-off or...
Stop trying to force people into your version of the game and roll with what your players are doing. Your players are directing the course of the game, and you might be the the overall tone setter, but you have to adapt to what your players are doing. So if the players are dicking around, you got to change the tone of the campaign to match, or find some weird ass way to make it work. But usually you just adapt to the players.
Okay.
Stop trying to make people play your game.
And then
Start trying to play with people.
Second, final question for Koibu. Is there anything in your world you wish you would have done differently, but feel like you can't change now? Besides, obviously, making Zaz make horrible decisions on her ship. Yeah, is there any other decision that you wish you could change?
Wouldn't have gnomes rhyme. Fuck that shit. That's way too hard to deal with. That's the worst decision I ever made.
Have you ever... this is something that I'm kind of curious about, because we did this a lot in our when we were doing Voe of Dice and Men, I think. Have you ever introduced like a minor NPC and then the players roll with it like a little bit too much, and now you feel like you made it too powerful? So like, for instance, with Dave, he was originally introduced as a whatever, and then we ended up getting like a significant amount of gold off of him. Do you ever feel like, fuck, I shouldn't do that, or that was fucked up or something, or do you not care that much?
No way, that's the fun part of the game. You have something that wasn't intended to be a big deal, but then all of a sudden happenstances have changed and now it's super important. That's the most fun shit of all. I love that stuff.
Okay. All right, well... Oh, okay, wait. I have questions. Okay, since we're past this forever and we're never going to see it again, can we ask what the faces were for in that cleric shit?
Yeah, how are we supposed to do that?
Oh, it was just decorations because it was a really evil, twisted cleric of Martha, and that was the most evil thing I could think of. It was just like skin faces hanging on the wall.
Was there any other way out of that, or was it just to fight your way through it?
The objective was to defeat the opponent. I kind of figured you guys were going to, I don't know, maybe try and drag her to the ground and pin her so she couldn't, like, you could bypass the armor with by like reducing her AC, knock her to the ground, take her shield off, take her helmet off, bash her head in with a rock or something. The idea was to get you guys to coordinate and work outside of the box, but you just sort of master blasted it to death. So.
Okay. And then that troll was coming from the shadow plane, but he wasn't a conjured creature?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is a little sketchy right there. This is some sort of like divine-ass tomb with gods testing people and gifting them magical items. They can just like, make a troll appear.
Yeah, so the gods fucked me.
Okay.
I mean, even if they just used a regular summon spell to like summon a troll, like some monster summoning, I don't think that would be a problem with protection from evil, because it's not an other planar creature. It's from within the same plane that's just being translocated.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about anything we've been through so far that you feel like we didn't figure out, or?
It's mainly that tomb spot.
Which tomb spot?
What you just went over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought the faces meant something. That's why I fucking attacked one.
Yeah.
Oh, if we would have left early, would we have been allowed back in?
Yeah.
We can just go in and out and try it over and over again? How has nobody else passed those challenges then?
Well, first off, most people just walk in and they see the description, like, I'm here to pay respects to the cleric, and first off, not very many people go into this place, right? Not many people know that there's, like, loot there to be found, so that's device number one. And had you gone out and gone back in, it's possible that you might have had to redo that first trial with, like, different clues, or it might have been redone in a different way.
Sure.
It's like you could go and come, but, like, you might just have to start from the beginning again when you come back.
Okay.
Depending on how much I had, depending on the actual timing of when you left, and if I had time to prepare another puzzle,
Gotcha. Okay.
What level was the candle guy? Oh, I can't remember his name right now.
The candle maker.
Babylon.
He was at least 9th level, but I think I mentioned that he was probably closer to like 16th or something.
Yeah, I think so. Because I
don't have a full stat block for him because he's
casting
dead.
permanency, so that's not like a 7th level spell.
That's true. So yeah, he's got to be at
Making a
least
wish
16
thing
for
as
greater
well.
permanency.
Well, maybe he found the wish scroll, but yeah.
he could have found it,
Yeah.
Okay.
That wish scroll is going to be super interesting.
Nah, it'll be
We
cool.
hope
don't
you
mind
find
using
a
it
good
to
opportunity
resurrect
to
someone or
use it.
something.
I'm just gonna wish for Scoria to die.
Cheat
Yes.
everybody.
Well, you can, but that'll be fun.
Neal's
We're gonna
not
wish to
thought
be
of that.
kings.
In the DMG specifically, it says, like, if players try to wish for a character's death, an easy way around this is just to teleport the character
Into the future.
to a future where the thing is already dead. So, like, you wish for Scoria's death, you just wake up, you appear 4,000 years later, and Scoria's dead by now, but, like, also, you're just now in a different time.
Yeah.
Which is essentially, like, GG for the campaign,
shit.
or really
the
start
cyberpunk
over
version
a new
of
campaign.
Koibu's world.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit. Okay. Well, I'm Destiny. I'll probably be streaming Minecraft after this. Moody Cakes.
Yeah, MrMouton, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my YouTube, got that going again. So I'll link it in chat. Thanks.
Nicholas.
Smile.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Maybe I'll stream cooking or some shit one day.
And Koibu.
You can see more of Nick on August 9th on my channel, because that's when we're going to be starting up Legacy of Arcadia.
Legends of Arcadia.
Legends of Arcadia. Legends of Arcadia Genesis, not Legacy.
There you go.
Wrong on the calendar.
All right, cool. Well, that's everything. Thanks a lot, guys. Sub to the Patreon if you want to. I love you all very much, and we'll be back next week. See you later.
Mm-hmm.